find one. Jing trying to go ahead and capitalize. Comes up with another as Meteor will get dropped. His first death suffered here. Still, the trade up is there. T1 maintain control, maintain the advantage.
I think trying to play off the sonic sensor there was Prx, but there's just so many T1 players there. I don't think they're anticipating this sort of style that T1 has brought to the table. So clearly the change of call was teamwork. See what Mindfreak can do. He's an absolute world beater at times. He can shut these rounds down.
Last player standing.
Still a little bit off. Buzz able to go ahead and collect that. Now, Devi. Sultan himself looking to see what he can make happen here. Already in a very committed position, especially if he goes for the drop down here. Seems like for now, just trying to fish around the outskirts of these smokes. See if he can spot out anything, find a kill, make this a little bit more costly for the side of T1. We'll go ahead and be able to set that over across onto Buzz, but just doesn't have the angle to actually be able to get the wallbang shots in. So it seems like in the end, it's gonna have to be the save here for Devi. Drifting away back through his spawn. Stax, however, might be looking to go on a merry chase. Seems like he will. Whether or not he can catch up is going to be the question. Devi maybe hearing a footstep or two there. Swings back over. Stax wide swinging. Will end up falling. Devi able to go ahead and keep his life intact. Keep that weapon in hand. Cannot stop this round win from coming through.
I mean, all of these rounds have just come down to a brawl somewhere on the map. First round it was Showers. Then it was Garden. Now it's in Hookah. Paint Shell's coming in there as well. Just great cover from Buzz. Sylvan swings in. Nice Guardian shots through the wall. Great angle to find. And I don't know what else to tell you, folks. That's kind of just the way the cookie's been crumbling so far. It's just T1 is really in sync with their teamwork, and now they're going to start to spread just a little bit more. They're going to leave Meteor out on his own. Stacks as well to cover Showers. Use that Gecko util to try to clear through long. Going to be an interesting battle without a Sky there to try to take control of that space for both teams. You know, Fade on one side, Gecko on the other. Instead, they're just using that util to send enough of a fake, and I mean, Prx was just going to hold there anyway, but trying to work the map. Mindfreak over in Showers, and looks like it should be a relatively easy plant here for T1.
Yep, just pushing their way forward. Meteor. Thinking about the strike here against Mindfreak. Oh, spotting out each other. Ball comes in. Buzz. Quick side turn there to the shower door. Mind not going to be connecting on him. Oh, never mind. Maybe it had. Either way, the paint shell will be able to go ahead and collect the elimination. You're going to be forced out. Long rotate back around across towards short for him. Sylvan, however, trying to just hold things down here. In Lamp, Showstopper now out at the ready, and Jing is able to find himself a third elimination. Still, though, two players to deal with. Meteor, Izu. Oh, now just the ladder, but he finds the first. The defuse being held to half. The spray across, looks for the readjust, swaps over to the classic, and Izu will get him with a right click. The Red Bull clutch as T1 are up 4-0.
Yeah, that's a nice attempt here from Prx. The way that they're working together now looks a little bit better. The good combo with the Clove utility into the paint shells to get down.
Tes, halo.
Wow, that is crazy. A crazy tight angle.
Udah ada suara.
To get that kill, follow up with the showstopper. I mean, Stacks just aimed right in the air, knew it was coming.
Laki-laki tak bercerita. Laki-laki mic-nya rusak. Bukan tak bercerita. Sebelum 1K dikit. Lumayan. Bang, putus-putus bang. Suaranya bang. Kau yang benar lah. Tes. Putus-putus suaranya. Puki mak emang mic soundtrack nih ngentot. Kita hapus.
Hookah hasn't been cleared.
It's not, just cycling smokes on it for now. Wingman gets the plant. Crash back available, sent through elbow. Not going to be able to get the stun across. Push forward though, and Buzz maybe fighting up a little bit more than KHUSUS, but it doesn't matter because Izu is there to go ahead and trade.
Tes. Apakah streamer masih putus-putus? Seriusan. Anjing nih kayaknya giveaway nggak jadi nih. Tamat nih. Habis Prx nak bantai.
It's just steady hands right now for T1. The shots look clean. The coordination is
Udah enggak,
really,
weh,
really
emang
on
ya?
point. I mean, I think that
Udah lah, aku yang cek quality
from
sendiri lah
Autumn
anjing.
for this squad coming
Guys,
into
halo
this was
guys.
teamwork. And it is certainly making the dream
Nggak
work.
ada bangsat, bagus kok suaranya.
They are really on point. And
First one of the season.
yeah, I mean, it was only a matter of time.
Amang bang, amang.
That is one of those inevitabilities of Pacific. Texture not converting on an ace.
Yep.
Alex smashing things.
W keys being held.
Yeah. We're already starting to see that, yeah.
Calvin. Gimana sih Calvin? Wifi gue kencang pol. Alex, marah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to at least kind of mess with the idea of getting a little bit more control of some of the parts of the map here, because Prx has been playing pretty well on the back foot for the most part.
Mau satu bundle.
Prx
win. Prx menang Pasifik lah. Prx menang Pasifik 1 Vandal lah. Bang, Prx comeback 1 bundle EXO. Kau diam. Mending buat aku sendiri. Bodoh amat. Full ke bang. Prx yang full. Aku lagi nak main. Lagi nonton. Brrr. Mati. Tamat nih. Tamat nih. Para streamer tak mau mabar. Streamer lagi nobar. Ini kalau ngomong jangan kenceng weh. Emang kegedean. Halo.
Prx has tried to do hasn't gone so good, so certainly you can see that this was probably a matchup that T1 had on, marked on their calendar right away. Is that assuming we can get through Boom, you would finally like
Bang,
to take
tutor
this
stream.
one.
Kamu mau jadi streamer juga bang?
This is something that
Mau jadi streamer juga bang?
they haven't beat Prx yet. They really want to.
Nyangkut. Dar! Sumpah terbantaikan anjing ke Prx.
So far, so good, but okay. Mind Freak Forsaken able to find one apiece. Mind Freak nearly getting another.
Prx benar terbantaikan anjing.
Annihilation, there's a pop out. Sylvan
Bapak dah.
his feet, gets out of the
Baru
cocoon.
ini gue masih matiin weh.
Punishes Forsaken for using the
Geser.
ult 6-0 start. And now we go into the next block.
It's a nice idea at the secondary setup by Prx, but
Terus siapa yang
firepower
dapat
just too strong for T1.
pertama?
Again, the covering fire is so good, even when it looks like maybe a player's caught out of place. Maybe they're kind of a free kill. They're actually
Katanya
not.
kalau mau
There's
mabar
always
harus
somebody
bayar.
right there.
Enggak ada yang ngomong gitu. Enggak ada yang ngomong gitu.
We saw it on the other side of the map. We saw it in the elbow. We're seeing it over here.
Mau jadi gamer ganteng idaman bang. This is Prx bang. Harus nonton sampai akhir. Badannya aja terlalu kurus. Calvin gimana mau jadi streamer ganteng? Lu dari mana tahu badannya Calvin anjing? Dari mana lu bisa tahu bentuk badan Calvin, Cupcake? Calvin udah nge-gym loh sekarang loh, badannya berotot loh.
Doing well to get that punish. 1-for-1 trade plant now in Jing. And right up here into the smoke, the Nightfall about to crash across. Sylvan is trying to buy some space here. Forsaken pushing forward. She can find the punish, swings back out.
Let's go, Forsaken!
On the stacks. Zoo
Oh ini nggak live, entot.
keeps them off the plant for now, but just cannot get the bullets through. Divine will go ahead
Gigi,
and find the kill.
terpampang nyata.
Prx will get their first round win.
There you go. That's a really solid retake. Even though you lose Mind Freak and Showers, and it feels like, oh boy, this could go really poorly. The fact that Forsaken on his own wins out on a couple big trades in U-Haul, that is the difference maker. Love the execute, love the idea from T1. Those tethers there, giving it away as well. Making it a little bit easier.
Mampus
Little assist
Calvin,
going
Pin.
over to something.
Kena stuck Cupcake kau, tahuan kau.
Steady hand. Seems like now Prx starting to shoot back, starting to hit some of their shots. See if they can keep it up.
Thrash cycled back through here for Mizu.
Dar!
Here within hookah, couple shots out from Buzz, nothing connecting there quite just yet. Boom bot, wingman, everything cleared.
Anjing cepat deh bunuh
Sending
wingman
the
deh.
whole zoo at him.
Speaking of, Crawler gets in on the party. Grab net ready here.
Oh ya, kalau sekarang gimana? Udah berisi kah?
Oh, just a double face swing out. Devi immediately going to be popping the ultimate here as they just backpedal away. But whoa, my God! Okay, Buzz and Meteor getting absolutely cooked.
Come on, Davai.
In for the assist. Double kill found. Devi needing the kill. T1 knowing it.
Bang full screen gak sih?
Into a 3v3. Stacks over, gonna try to open things up. It does something.
Something, what the fuck? What the fuck? Something, what the fuck?
Characteristic whip there.
Calvin sekarang udah berisi loh, berisi ya mampus loh.
Can he even commit it here?
I mean, it's Forsaken, so I bet he tries.
Menang Prx kah?
By the 0 point
Menurut
though, so
Anda, Dai?
Use it now.
6-1, Dai.
Most part, can't
Bang,
afford another
bang
buy.
pindah ke kanan tengah, bang.
Any kind
Bapak
of
kau
safe
kanan tengah.
position here for Prx.
Let's Stacks to take this fight.
Ini kita pindahin ya
Isolated down.
ke kanan bawah.
Maybe that all could have come into play, but Izu has
Ini-
just been on it today.
Ini ke bawah sini.
It's going to be 7-1.
Oke, oke.
All of T1 has been on
Kegedean
it.
kameranya.
I mean,
Kecilin
again, it
dulu.
just looks a little bit shaky. A great idea here from Prx. I mean, they just smother that. Phenomenal orbital strike combo.
Anjing udah menang
And
angka
you can
masih
see T1
kalah loh
was
ke
trying
Prx.
to figure out a way to get through Hookah.
Fucked
It felt
up.
like they were taking that time to sort of try
Muka
to dial
streamernya
out
dihilangin,
some
bang.
kind of play with a
Anjing.
gecko utility or something, and it
Itu mending
didn't
kalian
cost them,
nonton
however.
di
Good
PCT-nya
shooting
langsung.
prevails again. Gets them a couple key kills
Bang
to
full
get
screen.
through
Ya,
the
ya,
site.
ya, 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 ya,
Crash
ya.
be available
Banyak request kau
very
penonton nih.
far forward. Oh my
Meteors
god.
finding Mind Freak over at
Oh,
backside.
tamat
The
anjing
flash
ke
forward.
Prx.
Buzz just
What the
absolutely
fuck?
massacring them. Just no hope in hell.
Tamat
Forsaken
anjing
and
ke
Divide
Prx.
has to stay tucked back.
Bye bye 1000
Well,
VP,
Company
bye
were waiting for this
bye.
spike to explode.
Bye bye 1000 VP. Bye
Not really
bye,
gonna be
nggak ada
seeing
yang dapat.
anything else
Bye
in this round.
bye.
It's just micro outplay.
Prx comeback
for
ini
T1
mas,
that
map
are
defend bang.
really setting the
Kita
stage.
lihat
That being
saja.
said, we're not so sure about that.
Gua mau
setup
beli-
there with Jing and
gua mau beli
something just
jersey
never had a
Prx, ya.
chance to respond. It's just too fast. Meteor wins one battle and then
Map
all of a sudden
defend
it's a
nih.
flash in your face before you can even.
Kayak mana map defend,
about it.
nembak pun nggak kena.
Boy, oh boy. This is a very different T1 than what we saw on day one.
Ngeri anjing T1 sekarang.
We are feeling it now.
Bang sejuta
This is
bang,
kind
mahal
of what
bang.
you expected out of this team. The firepower should be
Apanya kau
good.
sejuta?
Should be quite good. If the depth of strategy can be there as well, they're going to be a fearsome opponent throughout the year. Whoa,
Anjing.
great angle, great flash. Yeah.
What the fuck you doing?
I was not happy with it either.
Yeah, and here we are again.
Jersinya emang mahal, emang jersinya sejuta.
Dire Straits.
Kursi lu T1 mas, bapak mau T1. Bapak mau T1 kursiku.
8-1, 7
Copot.
round stretch lead on the attacking
Ini
start
kursinya
here
Alex
on
nih
Bond.
kalau lagi ini main Prx.
Right
Itu
now,
untung si
everything
Lab
is
tuh nggak bisa ditarik-tarik aja nih
sorted for
headrestnya. nih.
Prx.
Ayah.
Ini kursi patah.
What more can you say at this
Anjing.
point?
Udah langsung 2
The adjustments
time out
you
loh
made
dibakar.
at some of the rounds have
800-an
certainly
plus
looked
plus.
better. You gotta win.
Kita beli yang palsu ya, Pin. Beli Shopee.
Sort of. But I don't know where I'm going with this because
Not much, not many other places to
Beli
go
gak
with
sih
it.
mas kursi T1?
it's not going good. There's nothing
Nggak.
that's gone right. I think we still have the thrash.
Saya
don't
mau
we?
sewa
Oh,
rumah
it's not
dulu.
used.
Kontrakku udah mau habis nih rumah nih. Udah mau sewa rumah dulu nih.
Now you have a showstopper and a no command.
They're still guarding nearly there for Meteor.
Jing's almost got
Bang
his
Davai
ult,
ganti
so
kacamata bang. Emang iya? Kok bisa sadar ya gituan ya?
I'm not confident.
Ada sini terlalu pelit. Ini kan kursi masih bisa dipakai ya. Tuh headrest juga masih bisa nyandar gitu, masih bisa nyantol gitu.
Sure if they're gonna try to go for something pacey. No. Take their time. Use the thrash to clear showers.
Mati Jing nih kelihatan badan.
At 0 point.
Wuh.
Well, Jing. The kind of start that they desperately need here.
Dar!
Over the top though, and Buzz basically just barrel stuffs it with a rocket. Something gone. Mind Freak still here at Heaven. As explosives get exchanged on either side. Barrier mesh up and over the top. Showstopper.
Dar!
Jing spots out easy, but Buzz trades it right back. 3-3. Sylvan tried to
Anjing,
destroy
dia
that,
lewatin
push up
Molly ya,
past his own
bangsat.
Molly, catches the timing. Catches Divide. Completely unaware. Same here for Forsaken. Now so very low, and Buzz is able to find that final shot.
The way they're baiting for each other, they're so good. Saw the head. Mind freak.
Udah lah bre, tamat lah
Back those
ini.
clutches, but I don't think
Ayo
he-
pulang dulu guys, bye. Bye-bye. Hati-hati cupcake.
Money's bad. Gotta get out.
Habis kena
Man,
time
oh
out.
man. Saw a
Hati-hati nampar di
creative
tol.
little
Anjing
setup there for
mulutnya.
that showstopper throwing the
Anjing
wall up
mulutnya.
and over the truck. Not that I think you needed it. I think it was Izu who got hit by that. Was just dead anyway. Ooh boy.
Now,
Mulutnya parah men.
Showstopper expended, not able to lead to a round win. Still 3 players alive, so frankly, just not even quite that close in the round itself. It starts off so very well.
Dar,
Rid of, half the flashes.
dar.
But Buzz just Johnny on the spot here.
I will say this about
Anjing cok,
T1.
T1 sih
One
sekarang
of the things
seram.
in the offseason was like their first
Bang, kok
match
kayak
of
kita
every
main,
event
Bang.
they played was kind of shaky, and then they just sort of rolled everybody after that. Maybe that's just what they do.
Kita nih keturunan Prx. Kau lihat aja nih, mati satu nih.
Jing trying to escape.
Darah Jing satu anjing.
He's just tucked away.
Darah Jing satu anjing.
And if they even think they just send that paint shell towards him,
He's gonna be having a bad time.
he's gonna have to get into that teleporter faster than that explosion comes through.
Launching force.
You just kind of.
Ini another 1 HP ace. Iya, dia pernah 1 HP ace.
How well they've been playing, the confidence. Surely.
Push up over the top. Jing does somehow come up with
Masih
2.
dapat 2
Monster value for
bangsat.
him, considering the health values. That's the man advantage. They're out of the 0 point.
Masih dapat 2 bangsat.
Can't TP here. You have no idea what's going on the other side of the map. Be a huge gamble.
Ini Calvin nih. Jing tuh Calvin.
Gamble, it would be the correct one to make. Granted,
Anjing
running into
namanya.
Forsaken, who's pushing forward towards Showers with a judge in hand. Still very risky in the end.
I like this from Forsaken. Good awareness, good map awareness here. Understanding your weaponry and the
30
situation.
seconds left.
Well, just cycling these smokes here. Flash up over the top. Gonna catch here onto Mind Freak something.
Dar,
Out that
mati
sees
satu.
a hit.
Dapai,
It's
dapat
gonna be 140. It's
satu.
gonna be resible. It's something just can't quite line it up. Meteor will find the kill. Divide here around the corner. Swings
Let's
out.
go, Pai. 1 HP Pai.
Plant, but does not.
1 HP Pai.
Nearly forced back out into
Last
the open.
player standing.
There's the bleed
Jongkok.
out.
Ada tipis.
The net comes
Tipis
through.
bre.
Rose destroyed. Hasn't heard a tap yet. Sigan holding the angle. Will be able to take it.
Roar. Halo Impa.
Find their second
Mas
round win.
FC lu taruh di atas bar darah Mas. Bar darah.
This time, cutting them off.
jadi gua jadi pemainnya.
Anything started,
Anjing
that's
emang.
more of what you're gonna need. I mean, the fact that Jing gets
Malah
two
gua
here is
jadi
absolute
pemainnya.
criminal. It do be what it do. And then you're able to use some of that fade utility to slow things up at the door, buy some time for Devi. On the back end to use that clove in a really nice spot. Buy that too. Yeah, a little sigh of frustration there from Forsaken. Certainly Paper Rex fans gonna be feeling that too, but as T1 there, I think now
Prx.
this last round,
Prx.
something
Di atas Jing, di atas Jing.
work the map a little bit. Won't make it so easy, but
Bener
they're just
juga.
gonna run at you.
That they are. And Devi's gonna mow down
Kabar
two.
dulu lagi perang.
Finds another. TP gonna be taken.
Ya Allah,
It's still here. It
something.
comes up with 3.
Nembak apa?
Hold on
kacau
once
ya,
again to try to
Prx,
work his magic.
Ah, Prx kacau
Well, timing here might be
Naik lebih dikit.
pretty good. He's so
And
quick
he
on
is,
this.
yeah, very much just right on their heels.
Oke.
Now, Stack's paying some attention towards the angle, but they drift back. Mind Freak now needing to assess. They cut towards Showers as they go to the site.
Bas lagi pakai narkoboy
Flips
sumpah.
in. Should tell him the answer.
Got a decision
Anjing
to
cowok.
make. Try to hold the Showers angle.
Apa
Should
T1
pretty
sih
well
lagi
know
panas
they're coming
loh.
through here.
Atau Prx yang sudah
Now
melemah
he
ya.
knows.
Here's the orb.
Ah, kena bait.
Enemy
And
Holy
Buzz
shit.
on the floor. The
Mind Freak!
Freak will make it happen. The Red Bull clutch. The bailout.
Percayalah pada 9 triggers.
Getting themselves a 3 and 9 half.
Percayalah pada 9 triggers.
that round was pretty back and forth. Push out for divide.
Something loh, nembak apa loh.
Buzz answers right
Sumpah.
back to 3. Great anticipation.
Anjing kau bas.
That angle that Forsaken was going to be taken out of the TP. Oh, I don't even know if Scott's part of it.
Let's go Ron. Let's go Ron.
Either way, though, Prx have their
Bocil
work
9
cut out for them.
triggers. 9 triggers tuh real pin. Sumpah matiin.
The fans faithful,
Mereka harus menang pistol.
believing in
Mereka
KHUSUS here.
harus menang pistol. Prx harus menang pistol.
See if they can cast one on T1, but we'll have to start from that pistol, which we saw T1 pretty good in.
Yeah.
Prx harus menang
Well,
pistol.
It was Prx and attackers sided Copium. That's all I got right now. It did not look phenomenal there. They started to get it together towards the end, and you know, I will say, kind of classic Prx, when things are going real bad, a lot of times it's kind of like Devi or something.
Oh, that is excellent.
Oh no.
That is a generational fan side right there.
Well done. Tip of the cap to whoever that is.
That got me good. Well then, glad we had something cheery at the end there of the halftime break. Now we can get ready to get back to business.
It's pretty on point. Oh boy. Man, 16 and 7 for Buzz. Is just frying. Everybody having some pretty good stuff going for them for T1.
Prx harus menang pistol lah. Kalah pistol, it's game over.
Zoo there though. Theory, if he doesn't just get gunned down trying to jiggle.
Sumpah something sih kacau 2-11 tuh.
Seems to have some kind of inkling about this. Stax is now making his rotation over. It's gonna come down to timing here.
Oh, 5-member send. Smoke's coming through.
Wah anjing utilnya.
Is he getting ready to come up over the top? And oh, the haunt not going to be cleared out. Izu's still going to be able to fire.
Second.
Back pedals though. Stacks
Took it,
putting it on the
bangsa.
site. Gets taken down. And Izu
Let's go!
is happening. Damage abound here onto the players of Prx, but Buzz and Meteor just now make their way over towards the site. Shell still available. With this wall up. Impossible. As Gunbarrel gets spotted out here on these little quick peaks here. And we can't even see the segments that they're shooting at.
Anjing gak kelihatan the wall.
Finally, I've gotten rid of it. Smoke blooming and something able to go ahead.
Ih, tiga lagi something.
Right through the smoke.
Ini kalau meteor clutch aku off
Clear
aja.
out down to 18 HP. Swings, looks for
Okay.
anything at all.
Okay.
Prx will win the pistol they so desperately need.
They find a great setup with the smokes there. The Dizzy hits a couple, but they've got enough breathing room where there's not much that T1 can really do. Okay, that helps too. Just great utilization of their utility at this one. That extra layer when you have the clove and the brim allows you to sort of dissect these sites quite a bit better.
triggers.
It used to be
9
right?
triggers.
It would be kind of the double controller ideas that you were seeing on this map. Not exactly the same, of course, but a similar thought process. That's what they're going to be working with. Buzz
Dar! Anjing, selamat.
has the classic Buzz eco setup.
Shorty in hand.
Yep.
Bumbot.
Prx should be very well aware of this.
Mundur basi.
They're gonna just send
Ya
everything out. Oh my God,
Allah.
he still manages to run down Jing. Boombot Prowler, be damned. He wanted that
Meteor
kill and he got
41
it.
nih.
Oh, sensor set up, Stacks swinging, gets the headshot across, but cannot
Okay, nice
the kill
run.
and interrupt the plan. Put something down to 47, but it's good.
Nice
covering
one,
fire
mine
from
free.
behind. His teammate safe. Izu swinging forward, trying to find the headshot. Cannot make it
9
happen. Silver
triggers.
this time does manage to
9
clear the one.
triggers.
Taking with some clean taps on that ghost. Continues to help Prx run this back. 4 rounds now, the deficit.
All right, if you can win the bonus here, Prx,
Kenapa gitu
I
Jing
will begin
majunya?
to believe again.
Kan
I'd have lost.
dia kan udah boombot ya. Dia nggak bakal expect orang gila anjing.
I love that.
Lari ke boombot dia, ke muka dia.
It works.
Lu Prx T1 mas, Prx dong. Itu judulnya Prx Win Giveaway 1000 VP. Prx.
Yeah.
Let's go Prx.
You can hear comms. They're starting to believe. It's a bit of a decent buy though. Still for them on this bonus. 3 rifles, a bulldog, and a stinger.
Anjing, jing,
They
cepat
hear
juga.
this, they know how
What the
pacey
fuck?
it's looking to be.
Walls here this time, though.
Inchel out. A little bit of damage there. A touch on the meteor. Just trying to see tucked here within this smoke behind the box. Boombot checking over towards elbow side. The swing out coming in. Flash
What the
timing.
fuck?
Quite connecting there onto Izu, but he still ends up falling. Meteor's going to be good for one as the buy will get dropped. Something finding stacks, however.
Mati
Now Meteor,
anjing.
yeah, the reposition. They both line up
Down B.
Mati
right into his
anjing.
line of fire. Something that last one alive, Buzz. Rotating around here on the flank. Something seemingly aware of it, cognizant of it for a brief little moment. Buzz just drifting in right behind him.
Gara-gara na per second kah?
Lines it up. Takes the shot.
Enggak. Gara-gara asik aja nonton mereka main gitu.
They will get up to double digits instead.
Asik aja nonton mereka main gitu. Gameplay mereka tuh nggak bisa ditebak.
And it gotten up towards hookah. And he said, well, there's only one spot for me that's potentially safe. And it's tucked in next to this smoke, and poor Mind Freak. He's trying to push out with his teammate, just got caught.
Let's go
The
T1.
barrel right next to his ear.
No. Let's go Prx.
Stellar.
Let's go Prx.
Stellar from Meteor. And Interstellar.
18 at 9 and 2 here for Buzz.
Brrrr, mati satu.
Also a good player.
There he is.
Mati aku tuh.
The net coming through.
What the fuck,
Coming
boss?
through that second kill. Jing, however, able to find one there from beyond the grave with the paint shell.
The grab net's so annoying.
Oh, even up numbers with
Anjing.
stacks. Snapping that headshot
Anjing.
finds Mind Freak. And once again, something. Last one alive. 47 health. Game's just not quite been going his way.
Prx. Stop with the T1.
Having
Prx.
a rough go on Fade. That's for sure.
Oke, bener,
Maybe
Bas.
Destiny.
It's the team call, team.
Narkoboy ya. Yang kau
Hope
bilang
to
lah,
try for
narkoboy wah.
something here.
I wouldn't, but it's Prx, so. And you still got devised smokes, so you know.
Dapat timing. Dapat timing.
To get through this first hurdle.
Aduh.
Brings back for a brief little moment, and that's more than enough. Sylvan will go ahead and collect it. 11 to 5. T1
Santai,
firmly
santai.
in control.
Masih ada map 2.
Again, it's these,
Masih ada map 2.
these off-angle positions that they have to support
Anjing
each
kau
other.
bas nih,
This time
sumpah.
it's Buzz. You know, you get the bait of the grab net. Prx has got to be feeling great. And Stacks does that to you. Now Buzz is a showstopper.
Tapi T1 yang
Something
sekarang sih
does
benar
have
menang
the
GG
results,
sekali yo.
But it's a weak buy.
Benar-benar GG
They're
sekali ini T1
investing
sekarang.
everything in this, by the way, Achilleos. So going into that 12th round, they're not going to have any cash.
Mati ya.
A fast hit, just trying to wait out the prowler here is Buzz, but we'll just go ahead and make his exit as the nightfall goes across. Showstopper already drawn out, just waiting to see if he can spot anything, but it's gonna be Stacks spotting out Jing over towards Lamps. Shallow uses here on this U-tilt. Forsaken scaling forward,
Forsaken.
able to find one. Takes it
Nice
back.
one, Freak.
Freak just rushes in.
Ya Allah, masih mati anjing.
Stacks is able to
Tak dapat senjata.
keep the team in with a slight little shout here. 5 HP apiece on Mind Freak and Forsaken.
Nice one, main freak.
But now, just Izu.
Anjing ini kalau kalah ya, si bodoh anjing.
Wall here in
Aku
his
bisa
face.
melihat Calvin sama Hale di sini.
Honestly, just save. Yeah. I wouldn't even
Oke,
mess
tak
with
kalah
this.
Vin.
Seems like it's going to be the call. I think any other circumstance, given the HP values, you probably go for it. You know that you have cash behind to be able to get the buy, but any kill to either of them, and that's going to be either the Annihilation or the Orbital online.
Exactly. Even with them at 5 HP, it's so tempting, but as soon as you start clearing the wall, it's just probably dead to rights. I mean, there's just not much you can do there.
Dar.
Prx, by the skin of their
Hale
teeth,
anjing aku.
able to come through with a
Hale
desperate
main lah ya.
round win, a round where they invested all of their economy into it. It pays off. Put everything onto red.
Ini kalau main fair kalah habis so.
Came through.
Dia kalah di roll
I
tamat
like
anjing.
deadlock on this map a lot because that wall is so annoying to deal with as defenders. It is so brutal. It can cut off so much of the map. You can trap people by the truck with it. It's actually just phenomenal on your attacker's side.
Buzz
What
now,
the
operator hand
hell?
Showstopper drawn out instantly for Jing. Flash here of Hookah. Slows him up, Thorns as well.
Anjing, smoke-nya. Smoke-nya. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Orbital now online. They just send that. Do they try to save it here for a post plant? For now, it's going to be a molly over towards Garden.
Oh, Meteor, you're not going to get away with it again. Okay.
Tapi Meteor main Sentinel sih OP ya.
Same corner.
Jujur li OP sekali main Sentinel.
Slow up here. Wow, getting good.
That elimination. Orbital strike now used here on the site. Tuck over to the side. Able to dodge that one out.
Fight, menang fight.
Finds a kill on the Mind Freak.
Nice.
Buys something, firing back. Come up with a couple eliminations. Izu still here
Nice.
on the site, but
Something is waking up.
It's from Tube. Buzz and Stacks now their way across. The operator still in hand. What a great choice of weapons here at all. Actually, no selection really available to Buzz unless he gets himself into the side itself.
Oof, nice smoke.
He's got 2 blast packs.
Stacks-nya loh, A long nya, B long nya loh.
The shorty.
B long nya ini yang
It's not gonna be fun
tak
to
masuk
watch,
akal
but
nih.
just checking that cubby. Time ticking.
Dar!
Get on the move with Buzz. Solid with the shot.
Anjing.
As the tension gets pulled, Stacks will strike. Headshot comes across, and T1 will get up the map point.
Yeah, because this takes so long for Paper
What the
Rex, it allows
fuck?
Stacks to explore the map a little bit more, find that extra angle. Little things like that. Nice execute from the Paper X squad. Finally something. We'll have a pretty solid round. Ah, goodness, Meteor.
Anjing hokinya.
Through the smoke.
Nembak anjing dapat kill bangsat.
This is crucial. Nice change up there too.
Dar!
Wingman, but man, that was fast from Buzz. His opping since last year, dude, has gotten so good. So clean with that. You got
FF bapak kau, nggak ada pilihan FF kayak anjing.
That is a steady part of his game. He's gonna be watching short, but another aggressive 5-man push towards B. Grab net gonna be dodged. No damage.
So he's taking that first contact. Gonna backpedal here. Paint shells. Check close left side on the exit from Garden. Molly gonna be sent out.
Anjing,
Tried to delay it.
spamnya.
Something gets tagged up brutally. Down to 21.
That's gonna stall things again, and now T1,
Dar.
because of the way the last couple of rounds have gone, they are gonna overcommit to this defense momentarily. Because Paper Rex hasn't really shown a lot of
Pecah pala nih, sumpah.
differentiation.
Sylvan catching a glimpse to buy. Wanted to try to push this here. Sends out the vulnerable. Does get taken down, but has the not dead yet. Meteor able to find the shots there to try to go ahead and get the kill on the Jing.
Alah.
Trying with to try to delay. Devi, however, needing to hunt for the kill, but Forsaken actually takes it away from him. So he might still yet get bled out. And now
Tamat,
he will
tamat,
get taken
tamat,
down. Stacks
tamat.
coming up with 2. Something down to 21.
Stacks dar!
Freak here alongside him
Mati satu.
to try to keep themselves alive.
Mati
The
dua.
paint shell explodes and they both go down. Buzz brings this map to a swift
Anjing,
conclusion.
Buzz, sumpah,
13 to
narkoboy,
6.
anjing.
T1 looking absolutely devastatingly good here on Mind.
That was brilliant. From the get-go, they were just so ready for Paper Rex. The early teamwork continued from beginning to end. A lot of just simple, back-to-basic stuff for T1. Some of the stuff that they may have felt like had been
Bener-bener
missing.
dar. Langsung kasih aja pialanya ke T1.
Really
Nggak segampang itu bro. It's Paper X. Nggak bisa ditebak. Nggak bisa ditebak. Biasa pemanasan game 1. Ini baru Calvin.
Yeah, very, very good, but still that fracture on the horizon for them to get ready to deal with. We'll see though, because again, dataless basically.
Anjing kau musuh. Sumpah T1 sih lagi hoki sekali anjing.
Very well could be.
Neons, razors.
Nembak spam sih kena semua
In the
anjing.
mix there, of course, Izu,
Oh, God.
Meteor, either of them would be able to pick that up.
Forsaken too.
So, yeah, Forsaken as well. There's a lot of possibilities. Either, I don't know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it all the same. Even blind, I'm ready for that map to come through. But for Paper Rex, question is, can they get themselves into the driver's seat? There's definitely some off-kilter and unexpected
Anjay,
performances
aduh,
from them
record
throughout this
lah ya.
map.
Fuck! Lupa record!
See at the end of some of these highlights, as it rolls on, shots started to hit, things started to kind of work out, but again, the depth of strategy just a little bit higher for T1.
Yeah, well, solid performance overall here from the side of T1. We're going to go ahead and pass things back over to the analysts to break down the action from Fine, and then we will come back and dive into Fracture.
Little spark.
here and there for Prx. Unfortunately, not enough to ignite a fire. T1 though, blazing.
Yeah, way too slow of a start there for PRX. You're seeing some of that same complacency that you saw in some of the off-season games. T1 were playing like their off-season selves as well. Fantastic game from Buzz in particular. And even that last round, I mean, they talked about depth of strategy just at the end of the cast there. Sylvan fighting forward inside of Hookah, and then the KO ult and the Steel Garden together. You can't use abilities or use your primary guns, and Meteor scales back into the site, and it's like sitting ducks. He's like shooting fish in a barrel. They just have pistols, and that's it, and he's just headshotting everyone.
Absolutely, that's the T1 I wanted to see 2
Sepertinya
days ago.
tamat
This
ini.
is what everybody was expecting to see from them, and they definitely looked a lot
Game
more
2.
settled today and a lot more comfortable. I'm
Fracture,
really happy that they
anjing.
picked Bind again. This is sort of proving it to themselves.
Fracture,
in a way, going, no, our Bind is better than that. We promise. We're going to take it to one of the best in Pacific, and we're going to absolutely roll them on it.
Yeah, it's important to show that level of confidence and to have that objectivity. It can be very easy to get smashed on a map, to get figured out a little bit
Game
by a
SATU
certain team, and to lose all confidence. But the sign of a very good team is knowing when to back yourself. And man, Buzz was so good, so many multi-frags in that series, even pulling the op out at the
Ngotak-ngotak
end.
anjing orang nih.
Yeah, and you know this
Panas
guy
sekali
is
Bas.
so deadly on the op. And just when he you can see
Panas
the
sekali
motivation
Bas
in his eyes as well, right? You know he wanted that, especially against Prx, where he's like, I've been up against these guys so many times before.
Yeah. He was just honestly on fire this game. Like you say, so many multi-kills. He was leading from the front. He was just all over Prx. It just felt
Gila
like
sih anjing.
they never had the answer to him. It felt like he could not lose a fight. He had God mode enabled.
Yeah, you see, I mean, he's
Pak,
winning a lot of
anjing
those
nih OP
fights,
sekali,
right?
Cok.
But you even see a lot of effective flashes from Sax. We talk about the importance of a synergy between IGL, especially playing in a knit role, and a duelist. These guys have a lot of chemistry going back many years at this point. So being able to set up
Granatnya
Buzz
anjing,
is
anjing.
very easy for Sax, and those utility combos in tandem are so juicy to watch.
I mean, you have 15 assists over on Stacks, and you have 4 first kills over on
Pak
Buzz,
Iwan sih
right? So you
pintar
can see that the tandem
dibikin
is
jadi
working,
full
and I
Korean.
can tell you're very happy to, have Buzz on your team, Pilski.
Yeah, 100%. Picked him for a reason.
Wah,
He's just
pintar.
Mr. Consistent. Like, this is his 100%. But even his B game, that's the great thing about Buzz. Even Buzz's B game is consistently getting those entries and finding value no matter what. When he's taking over the whole server, he's going to win you the game, but at a minimum, he's going to find you at least an entry or at least a kill or 2 here. And that's where maybe somebody else like Meteor might be needed a little bit more to step up in some of those games.
Sure, and you can also tell that he was very comfortable with the players he was up against, right? There were some plays where you could tell he had that courage because he knew exactly what he was playing against.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to those those set plays and all the utilities that were in his face.
Yeah, this is definitely nice. This is some ideas that we can see PRX wanted to bring into this. That grab net might be my favorite bit of utility.
Sumpah,
in the whole game. You can see how they
Izu
paired
sekali,
up with the
anjing.
Brimall. There's a lot of potential there, but this definitely felt to me like T1 were back on form. Look at
Ini
this
good
great
flash sih.
It
Very
was
good flash
wonderful
anjing.
2 kills. Controlling long is the most important area of this map, and it felt like they were much more comfortable at doing it now than they were against Boom.
Yeah, and it felt
I feel
like...
like every flash kind of hit me as well. Every flash that Stat has, I would be like,
I turned them. I turned my head.
Oh,
you did. They
man.
were like, whoa. Even at the talent room, we're like, whoa.
I think maybe you should be hopping in the coach slot for PRX or assistant coach slot at some point, because they might be needing a little bit of help. I mean, T1 were just running like their set plays. They had a great idea of what PRX wanted to do, and it felt like everything that they did worked, including those flash plays, but even the execs on the other side of the map. It felt like they were always coming out ahead out of every exchange.
I do want to ask, though, this is potentially PRX coming in cold. Is this,
Sure.
is this comeback gonna, come back on Fracture?
It has to. I mean, they are in the upper bracket, so they do have some room for error. I think T1 yesterday
Prx,
already played Fracture, so there was at
Prx,
least some fear on T1 and
Prx,
PRX.
Prx.
They did close out one half pretty concisely against Boom, and we saw yesterday T1 running the Neon on Buzz, and he was kind of more of a space creator for Izu, who was the one yesterday going ballistic on Raze rather than, or the day before yesterday rather, going ballistic on Raze rather than
Hani jangan
Buzz this time
ketawa.
on Blind. So
Ini
they've got so many
Prx.
players that can just be heavy hitters in terms of the frag.
Ini tuh
Yeah, absolutely, but
Prx.
having the tape for Bind didn't help PRX in this game. And this is exactly what I spoke about before. Why sometimes having that advantage starting deeper down the bracket means you're cold. looked like T1 had shaken off their issues and they looked good.
This
on
is
Fracture
Prx.
anyway, but that was the map that they won against.
I think Boom lit a bit of a fire under their butt for this game, and you know, they got out some of that complacency weeded out a little bit in the opening game.
Yeah, I think if T1 are able to step up their Fracture as much as they've stepped up their Bind, PRX are going to have to play a great game to upset them.
Yeah, and I love the kind of like, you know what, that wasn't really it, let's play it again. You know, this unfinished business kind of thing. It really goes to show, like, you know, for this team that is made up of, you know, so many big names that have already won these amazing titles. You can just tell the championship
Kan tadi
mentality
nonton di
on
RX
this
ya,
team,
tak
right?
masuk
That's why
akal
they're
ini.
super team, Pilski, super team.
Yeah,
The hype is back.
Yeah, but PRX is the power of friendship, Mika, you know, and you and I are friends, so you should be a little bit nicer to me.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, that's your excuse.
I'm on the hype train. Choo choo. Let's go.
Let's go T1 Korean.
I know exactly, but well, I'm hyped for this match because like I did vote for PRX as well because I just feel like this is part of the roller coaster. And PRX fans, you feel me on this? It goes down first, and then it goes up, and then it goes upside down.
We all voted for PRX, and Paperthin's just sitting there, you know.
Yes. How comfy is he?
he's feeling good.
Smiling.
He's feeling real good right now.
Yeah, I think PRX have to turn it around between map 1 and map 2. They definitely got a little bit more informed towards the end of that game. It looked like they were settling in a little bit more because before that we saw so many uncharacteristic whiffs that we're not used to seeing from this squad. So they
Uncharacteristic?
I don't think they whiff normally. I think they're pretty good.
Pretty sharp. Pretty
I
sharp.
think Alex
usually.
might have something to
Oh,
say
true,
about that,
yeah.
maybe.
He might disagree.
Hey, look, before Valorant came out, I saw a lot of Alex whiffs, so I don't know who. To be
Oh!
honest, I'm just saying.
Oh, well, I'm glad that came from you, not from me.
Hey, I used to cast him, so I've seen many Alex whiffs, and I'm sure he will say the same.
You go all the way back. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's part of that, you know, that PRX roller coaster that we're all on. Going back to, like, something that the casters mentioned, you know, this potential double duelist on double duelist. Are we seeing that, especially from a team that just declared themselves all duelists at this point? From the very beginning, by the way, which they were trolling us as well on the roles.
Yeah, I mean, this T1 comp, it kind of reminds me, you know, whenever you get this double duelist flavor with the neon, you're creating a lot of chaos. You're doing some very up-tempo kind of gameplay, creating those retakes and even those pop site executes, that, you know, the equivalent of what you see over on Pearl when you run the Yoru and the neon and you just, like, snap TP into site with the fast lane straight across. Those are the kind of plays that you're going to get from T1. The thing is, though, that you do have PRX picking this map. They should be very confident on it, and this team is a team that thrives in the chaos. And, you know, you're going to see T1 trying to create that chaos, and PRX, that should be, if they wake up a little bit, their comfort zone, really.
Yeah, I really want to see. I want to see double duelist from PRX here. So we didn't see the most of something on that fade, right? It definitely felt flat for me. He didn't look like he was his usual self. I want to see. I don't see a reason why you can't be playing Jet Rays or at least Jet paired with another duelist. Something is good across the board. I want to see him be way more active, way more forward. He had to be far too supportive.
PRX have just had this inherent role crisis for a long time where I think they've just played the same style for such a long time. They're trying to explore other options, and you know, it's the thing that all the pundits say about PRX is like, can they actually have that flexibility in terms of the individual roles? And they feel like they can't. They have to play these different comps. That time, you know, blind comp, for example, is a bit more of a util combo kind of comp with the deadlock as well. You do see Forsaken being a very flexible player that can play pretty much anything, but there are other players that have already been criticized for role inflexibility. So it's kind of a rough situation that PRX have been in, but they're the team that has opted to not make roster changes, to try to explore different roles and give it another try. So I guess this Pacific season will be the test of whether it's going to come together or not.
Are you saying that, like, you know, maybe this comfort in their roles is their ace, and maybe they should just do what they've always been doing, or should they, you know, really just lean into, if you're going to follow the meta, then just go ahead and follow.
No, they should not follow the meta. That's not who PRX are. That's not how they've made their name. PRX kind of invented their own style of Valorant, and I really want them to stick with that. They shouldn't water themselves down. I don't think that first map was a true reflection. I mean, I didn't love the composition, but it's not for me to say, you know. I think they know more about their players than us, so I can see why they stick with it, but I really don't want them to water themselves down. I want something crazy.
You're inspiring me here. I shouldn't water myself down.
Absolutely.
You heard that. You heard that, everybody. Just be you. And here we are into our agent comps
Teo.
for Fracture. We're seeing Teo. That is right.
Yeah, Forsaken's going to be the one on
I'm
that
not
Teo, and
surprised.
something on the more supportive breach in it, flash in it. You're going to see T1 sticking to their guns. They're not playing the flavor of the month being the Teo, but PRX pretty much playing the agreed meta comp. We saw it as a mirror in just the previous series, so we'll see if Neon is going to be, you know, the crazy kind of chaos sowing agent that Buzz wants it to be, creating space for Izu last time around, or whether Teo will be once again fantastic value on Fracture.
Yeah, we saw how strong the Teo was. So it's about if that double duelist can break past him.
Yeah, we'll see indeed if they can break past all of these obstacles as we toss it on over to our casters for Fracture. Achilles, Paper Thin, take it away.
Don't mind if we do. Let's go
Game
ahead
2.
and get into this one. T1 first on that
Game
attack.
2.
Double duelist. Izu moves over to the Rays. Buzz here with that Neon.
Yeah, last time around, this worked a treat for T1. Izu in particular was popping. It was plus 10 overall in the KD. Really just thriving, you know, being able to kind of go back to one of the roles that he really made a name for himself on. Certainly has to love to be given that opportunity again, and a fast hit for Buzz.
And it is. Stunts, however, going to be exchanged as paint shells go out.
Anjing,
Buzz
Buzznya
eating
belum
the
mati.
damage, and all of it.
Let's go!
Able to find that line free.
Let's go, Prx!
Another so solid
Anjing lah,
start here
ngepush orang
on
gila.
the defense.
Anjing.
Now they're just running them down. Meteor desperately trying to get some shots through, but you know, sometimes
Tejo ah.
you whiff. Sometimes your bullets
T1
don't
and
connect.
double
It'll be like
duelist.
that.
Yeah.
It did be like that. That was
Damn.
an attempt, and Paper X is no problems dealing with it. Great combo there on top of Buzz to get him down with the paint shells. And then Meteor just, yeah. Yep. I mean, look, folks. Saw that first map, you got to be thinking, oh boy, Paper X is cooked, it's over. No, this is Paper X.
This
We've
is
seen this
Paper X.
way too many times. They are never cooked.
See, not only just that, but also, you know, first game back.
Right,
You know,
that's
even-
exactly it.
Even a team like Paper X, you know, you set high expectations. They can have some stumbles. I think
What
Meteor
the
has a marshal and
fuck?
doesn't miss those.
It's just so good with that gun. It's unfair. Now you can't really mess with it.
Forsaken going to be picking up Marshall carrying
Ooh.
it forward. No, gets the hip fire, looking for the follow-up shot, but Izu with that sheriff will be able to put him down. Jing at the same time, able to go ahead, come across with a kill, getting rid of Meteor. Bulldog in hand.
Spike planted.
Spike will get planted. Going to a 3v3 for Paper X, about avoiding any additional damage. This is where the costly weapons really start to hurt. Izu tucked away behind the steel box here. Gets a spot, gets the headshot. Jing, take it down.
What the
Looks for
fuck,
other,
mein
gets it.
freak?
As it's now something on his lonesome guardian in hand, 24 HP.
What the fuck?
Oh boy.
And it looks like the call is made to retain the guardian, to go for the save. T1 immediately equalize and tie things up 1-1. That is catastrophic.
This is one of those things that good teams do. They win ecos. They win rounds they shouldn't because they have players who are so good with those lower buy weaponries, whether it be Izu with the Sheriff, Meteor with the Marshal. Those things are difference makers. They're economy breakers. They're momentum swingers. And this
Damn.
shot right there, so clean. Okay, Forsaken. That's pretty nasty on the Buzz. And then Izu, so patient there. Waited for the players to get onto site. And he was never identified. He knew that he had that space clear because the other teammates were on the tower side of things. Knew that he could hide there and they weren't going to be able to get the spot on him. Paper X is paying a hefty toll. Jing going to be getting one away from that showstopper though with that orb grab. So utilize that utility nicely. T1, patience is the virtue right now. Knowing that, you know, you could see one of those Paper Rex sort of combo plays, especially with the Tejo in effect. And of course, Forsaken has to continue his Agent World Tour.
Yep. Comes out, gotta play it.
That's correct.
Playing new agents is consumer
thing.
buying every generation of iPhone that comes out.
Sure.
Gotta have it.
Sheesh.
Megapixels.
It's like Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
That's the only reference I can pick out of that.
Well, already a good amount of damage taken here on the side of Prx. Jing, Divide, both down to 30-some HP.
Main exit ini
Something
mah.
gonna join them in that metric. There's stealth bot gonna be sent forward. Buzz spotting one, something gonna be taken down. Looks for a reposition. Divide with a
shot,
nice
Divide.
peek out. It's a headshot there on a meteor, but KHUSUS across the way catches a glimpse, and Buzz will find a second.
One enemy remaining.
Looks like there's the closeout. Stacks able to go ahead and steady the spray. T1 now up 2-1.
Crossfire is so good here. And so, a couple of the things that I had in my notes coming into this season for T1. First and foremost was they actually set up a lot of trap plays. You're not going to see it in this round. But the other thing was their teamwork and their post plans were so good in the offseason. Like, those were the things that really weren't there against Boom as much. Eventually, it started to feel like it, but on Bind and now again here on Fracture, you're starting to see more of that. You're starting to see that teamwork. You're starting to see those really annoying post plans.
What
Same
the
kind of setup.
hell,
This time
boss?
it's just a flirtation here.
Dar!
Bait out the showstopper.
And it worked a treat if that was the intention.
That was so good.
T1 got exactly what they wanted. So now they're looking to try to push their way forward onto the site and immediately Divide gets his head taken clean off. Sylvan. Absolute beaming him down.
What the fuck?
Spike planted.
Set playnya si
So
gila.
good, man.
Sylvan taking a shot, fills up some of the pressure here as they push in towards Stacks. Sylvan himself, though, will fall. Second coming away with one. Jink jumping up over the top of the box, able to find the enemy breach, but Buzz just peeks out through that sewer and immediately counter rotates back around towards Arcade. Mind Freak. Vulnerable up.
Player standing.
Meteor finds one, and KHUSUS go ahead and pick apart Forsaken. The first rifle round goes the way of T1. Prx have their economy broken wide open.
It's just so good. The way that they play this. Sylvan. Disgusting stuff. Stacks holding the line. Please explain yourself on this one, Jing. God, it's so good. And everybody just knows their role, knows their job, and they're executing it to perfection. That's really what T1 needs to just keep doing. They're one away from a couple big ults. Showstopper, Rolling Thunder, almost online.
Hero Bulldog here in the hands of Jing. Sheriffs across the board for everybody else. Buzz, oh, okay, it's gonna get taken down. Jing mows down 3 players. Pull line from Stacks gets the connection. He would love to get the orb. He needs Meteor to get in some kind of position, but okay, this is the most Prx round you could possibly ask for. Weapons upgraded and collected as they look for a flawless Thrifty to give themselves a second round win. For the stun out Meteor. Silvo
Please jangan throwing, please.
commands respect. Finds the first. Looks for the second. Something with a quick little jiggle out flash. Turn from 3 players. Perfectly stacked up, but he cannot drag it across.
Nice
There's
shot,
the Thrifty
Jing.
confirmed off the back of Jing with a 4K. And Alex can breathe a sigh of relief alongside the Prx faithful.
This is just a great read from Prx. Somehow able to scrape together a Bulldog, put it to phenomenal use. I mean, they knew that somewhere on the map, T1 was going to want an orb, and they picked the correct one and just nailed it. The backup there with the breach util as well for Jing. And the hard read pays off. I mean, that's something that Boom was doing so well. Let's see if Prx can find a few more. This time around, it's going to be the showstopper, although I don't imagine this connects with anything.
You would think not.
Yeah, take that. Take that, Stealth Drone.
For the suppress there, can't find it. Stacks holding here over towards rope at Sands. For the concuss out, oh, push out of the smoke. Stacks is fully blind
Ya
now. Still however, able to find
Allah.
one, clears out that Boom bot. Now Meteor swings back around to try to get
Nice
the second,
shot
but
for
Forsaken
second.
comes up with both. A 3v3. The Armageddon available. As it goes across the site, the door opened up. Buzz able to find one Divide, trading back the other. Seeing quite a bit of damage, and now will get taken down. KHUSUS trying to hold his ground. Brings it to a 1v1. The steady inch forward, something trying to go for the tap, but Buzz is at the ready. Finds the kill. T1 will maintain a lead.
Yeah, I mean, Prx has to play the beginning of this round the way they do because the showstopper's available. This makes a ton of sense the way they begin this. And then again, the immediate backup from Meteor to help out Stacks. Yes, Forsaken, great double kill. But then they're just going to hold this door in numbers and win their trades. And then Buzz able to take the slightly unexpected position. I think there was about to be a tap there from something to try to suss out where Buzz was, but Buzz was already busted. Here he goes again.
It's just basically same setup. Waits here, sends out the relay, tucks back. Turn onto the corner, Sylvan to be taken down. Forsaken's finding one, but Stacks immediately keeps it traded. Ping reveals, Forsaken's just overwhelmed. Can't make anything happen there. Buzz to a roaring start here on the map. Izu joins the fray. By taken down, but Jing, snappy headshot, has that showstopper available once again as paint shells will get rid of Stacks. He swung into it knowing that if he swung out into the open, he was going to be dead either way. Showstopper.
Nice one, Jing.
Absolutely destroys. And Jing will continue to keep this competitive. 1 round separating.
And this right here, folks, is why you stick this guy on raids all the time. He does stuff that few others can on this agent. That is just tremendous. It looked like it was going to be another T1 round, and I was just getting so ready to compliment the way
Prx.
they're showing little variations in the way that Buzz is attempting to take space on A Hall. It's, you know, the pistol round, it was a full push out. Then it was the bait for the showstopper. This round, it's a short change up where they've got reinforcements there to try to make those trades, and they look so good. But then Jing shows up, finds the perfect timing on the paint shells to catch the plant, and the showstopper to boot.
He's going for the last pack forward on top of the box. Classic setup there from Jing, but no one there to get caught by it. Izu trying to buy. Both of them taking quite a bit of damage here. Tries to escape back around the corner, but eventually Killjoy will get caught.
I've got Rolling Thunder, Lockdown, Orbital Strike.
Meteor, he is on a hell of a walkabout at the moment.
Yeah, well, this is so challenging right now for Prx.
Lob in on the paint shells, just keeping this rope access controlled. Meteor slowly, steadily encroaching on their position. Rolling Thunder crashing across, connecting on absolutely everyone! Opens up with a spray, and Meteor somehow only going to be able to find one. Mind Freak does well to get the headshot, but it seems like that is more than enough for Prx to go ahead and call the retreat. No way else to try to play this one through. T1 will once again knock back Prx, maintain that 2-round advantage.
They're going to keep the Orbital Strike as well for Sylvan. Stacks searching for a gun upgrade. Gonna get it. They're gonna go hunting.
Ya Allah.
Worth.
Snappy from Stacks. Swaps back over. 2 weapons retained here for the side of Prx. Economy on both sides is not particularly strong. No one has any money. Gen Z America in here.
Aw.
Surely one day we'll all buy houses. But T1.
No, we won't.
Oof. Still having some critical ultimates available. Prx, I mean, deck is fairly stacked for them. Rolling Thunder, the Lockdown, Orbital Strike.
Yeah, it's very, very good. So you got a lot of map control right now. As Prx should have a pretty good idea that either they're stacked up in tree or they're coming from the other side of the map. Oh, it's such a good dodge of this. Oh no, it caught him. So they exactly, all their attention should be turning towards arcade or towards dish. You know that it's almost certainly one of those.
Lockdown coming through. Massive approach here through arcade. Lockdown, of course, cleared out by the tail. Izu, flash pack pass here. It's all chaos here within the smokes, but it's chaos that T1 is driving in. 2 players lost. Orbital Strike going to be sent out, but it doesn't find anyone.
Right there. Spike planted.
There was a riot going on around Devi, and he's just strolling through there, walking the park. He's got 3 rifles.
It's
Thunder.
another
It's
save.
And based on Jing's movements, unless he's really wary about a deep flank, but yeah, the call to save is going to have to be made at T1. And we'll get to 6 at least here on this attack now. Just continued dominance. And it looks like they're going to try to go on the hunt here, wanting to get these weapons out of hand, because now even their cache starting to get built up quite nicely. And otherwise, it'd just be a flawless unless they manage to cross paths here with something and lose out on a player. Back around the corner if he goes for a repeat. Goes for it, finds it. Okay, Flawless does get avoided. Still, the situation doesn't become much better here for PRX. It looks like maybe timeout at long last called.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been quite interesting. I think another thing that I would like to kind of mention
Bang,
is,
gimana nih Bang?
you know, the storylines for T1 coming into this year is they are
Aduh,
obviously
T1 mainnya
star-studded.
terlalu bagus
They are
anjing.
very
Sumpah.
talented individually. And in a
Terlalu
match like
bagus,
this, where it
anjing.
gets scrappy, where it gets down in the mud,
Bener-bener
individual
bagus
mechanics
sekali anjing
are
playnya.
still just so good. They can square up right against a team like Prx. This is their wheelhouse. And, you know, you saw it last year with Gen G, who's just got so much
Jadi Alex
firepower.
tuh pusing kepala
They can
bangsat.
fight their way through some bad situations, and still some good reads from T1, of course. But when they've been challenged, when Prx has tried to get tricky, tried to get creative, a lot of the time it's been thoroughly well handled because the coordination is there, because the teamwork is there. They've been able to shut a lot of the trickery down. This round, just same thing. So for Prx, love to convert here.
Pusing
The
pala
cash
Alex.
is
Yang nonton juga pusing kepala.
once again behind all of this.
Bas.
Now
Bas
T1
masuk
is starting to
entry
make
gak
up
bisa
that
mati,
economy. There was
anjing.
a moment there it was kind
Kau
of
bayangkan gak?
iffy.
Entry
both
wall
sides.
kanan kiri kan tak bisa mati bangsat. Counter
Right,
B-man.
Sylvan still has
Nak
Zorbo
lawan.
strike. Here goes Jing. There you go. There's that box.
Attempt once again, but everybody's north side, unfortunately. T1 just playing away from any kind of potential crunch. Really having a decent idea of what Prx were going to be looking to try to pull, but that being said, they haven't scaled forward towards the site. Meteor waiting to try to go
Holy
for
shit.
yet another long
Alarm
lurk.
bot bait.
Orthodox setup.
Okay, well, Aftershock gets sent
Kau
through.
lihat Bas tuh.
Buzz out ahead of this lockdown.
What the fuck, Fai?
Sent in and Forsaken reads
Ulti,
it well.
Fai?
Meteor going to be taken down. And this
Mati satu nih.
game plan
Oh,
here
nice
has
fight.
easily been undone as Buzz as well gets found over in A main.
Oh, this is quite interesting. Didn't want to invest the orbital strike to clear the lockdown. Going to try the other side of the map, but Prx is well aware. Everybody is hustling to get to the other side. Now you got Forsaken up at tower with the Tejo.
Finds the rope. A couple shots there across onto Stacks. This is going out.
Nice
Mindfreak
shot.
finding one, and there's the cleanup. Something comes up with 2 quick kills. Prx. Timeout
Anjing
call,
mabar
leading
VIP.
to a
Apa
very
yang mabar
necessary
VIP?
round victory. Count just down to 2. Still an opportunity. for them
Masih
to make
ada,
this a
masih
6-6
ada
and
harapan
this
di
out.
antara kita ini.
Already though, doing well to get to where they're at.
Ini
Taking
untung
control
Davai
of the
dapat
tunnels.
anjing.
It's going to be really key. Don't let Meteor live down there.
Woo!
Turtles. You don't want to let them come out. Because that's Meteor's been down there a lot and he's been causing problems. So
Kill 11 ngalahin kill 5.
is that one they're still
Bas apa tadi?
they still have some,
Bas dibain gimana? Mati nih Jing nih sumpah.
Oh, well, okay, if Ching had gotten away with that one, would have been absolutely insane. But it's going to be Buzz and Easy finding one apiece here. It's Mindfreak stunned up,
Mati
trying
lagi.
to push forward, shorting in hand. Buzz will be able to
Nggak
cut it
masuk
inside.
akal anjing entry-nya.
Push for Divine.
Dar mati dari
On
belakang.
the Meteor, but now for losing out on one of his
Hadir,
teammates.
hadir. Halo Caroline.
Cannot try to drag them back into this. 3 players left standing.
Kita
It's
nonton
T1.
ya, tim favorit kena bantai.
Get up 7-4, looking for an 8-4.
Prx, 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 Prx.
kind of a Jing special. He had the space completely open in the previous round. Thought he could just get there for free, or maybe it just be
Wah, ini sih ada anjing
Meteor out
oh.
there like we saw with Forsaken challenging him.
Nggak bisa mati
Out that
anjing
space.
entry-nya.
Instead,
Sumpah anjing kali.
it's a lot of T1, and it
Wah
won't
anjing
go so
sekali tak
good.
bisa mati bangsat.
That's okay, because if they can get this round, honestly, it's a pretty fine half, I think, for Prx on this defender side.
Yeah, it certainly will look a lot better than it maybe has felt.
Yes.
Stinger in the hands here of Mindfreak. Currently playing over towards A, but everybody from T1 getting clustered up and ready to attack onto B. Alarm bot going to be cleared out. Showstopper at the ready. Izu trying to get the charge, but Chang up over the top here, able to find both duelists. Izu Buzz absolutely get destroyed.
What a
Gonna
shot
try to
Jing.
slow up the rest of the approach here. Stacks not quite ready.
Sumpah
That
Jing
peek in
beneran
the
mabar
smoke.
VIP weh.
Cannot find the punish. Meteor
Minimal tuh kalau
climbing
itu
out from
kirimnya di
tower,
pos
peeks
dong
out,
ya
finds
biar
one,
rame.
but Stacks is dead. The spike
Iya
is
gue udah
stranded.
mikir juga. Nggak
as
tahu.
is Meteor.
Nggak apa lah.
He
Yang
will
kali
fall.
ini khusus
7-5
yang
here
story-story
at
ya.
the half. Prx running it back.
Gue belum kepikiran mau bikin post gimana.
Well, this is just
Mau dapetin
what you love about
konten
Paper Rex is the
watch party
creativity.
yang ini
And
dulu.
yes, okay, the previous round didn't look that great from Jing, but this one looks amazing. And he has had some absolutely brilliant rounds. That is good. Oh my. But just the positioning alone is what really makes the difference. Something you don't really expect. The unorthodox setups that they are going to show you
Kejadian
are
pun
going to
giveaway-nya.
catch you off guard sometimes. They dial 'em up
Apa
very
maksud
close.
kau? Prx menang
Really find a good
ini.
read, and that situation right there was perfect. So, over to the defender side, 4T1.
It's Prx. Drop satu map,
Momentum rolling.
terus comeback 2 map.
Found their groove. Starting
It's
to look like
Prx.
maybe, Jing in particular, looked hot as heck on that raise. That's scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's been overall 2 solid maps here for him.
Yeah.
One attacker coming into this one. We'll see what Team 1 are able to do with this double duelist comp now, pivoting over onto the defense.
Sumpah, for second punya ulti Teja udah kayak 5 ronde yang nggak dipakai sama sekali ini.
Good in these pistols so far. It's really, not being able to close out that anti-eco. It leads to T1 having such a strong half here. They can get another pistol. Boy, that tiny
Kenapa
little mistake.
kira-kira Neo ini?
And just maybe we'll be
Dari
going over to split.
perspektifmu.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Gak ada kesempatan aja.
A big key. This pistol round is super pivotal. Super pivotal.
Kayak gak worth it
And
lu buang ulti kalau lu nggak tahu plan lu tuh
T1
apa
has been
gitu.
feeling it all day.
Saya jujur T1 dari tadi itu nggak bisa
With their
dibaca.
double duel, it's something you would normally expect that
Nyerang
team
dari
on the other
sisi
side of
itu,
the
dari sisi bawah juga ada yang nyerang.
quick push out
What the
Buzz.
fuck?
Met with Flash.
What the
Looks to try to back away from
fuck?
fault line. Looks to try to lock them here in
What
place.
the
Relay bolt to be
fuck?
sent out as everybody just kind of stuns each other.
Fiesta anjing.
Backs off.
A little bit of pushing and shoving there. Now you've got T1 kind of pinned.
Tapi
However,
ujung dipakai kok sama
open
first second.
explore, turret there,
Dipakai
well
di sini nih,
checked. Push continues.
buat anti push mereka.
Just need to hold the line a little bit.
Up on the orbit. Okay, double push out from Izu and Sylvan, but
Yep.
they are about to meet the full
Senjata
force
bre,
here of Prx.
swing bre, 3 bre.
Looking for a little
Gacor.
more solid damage. Delta's Mind Freak falls down to 5, but cannot
Ulti
equalize
point jing,
the kill
sikat.
count. Quick rotations as Buzz tries to get into
Anjing, kau
position.
lihat Bas udah di sini loh, babi kau.
Gonna see him because of the smokes. Oh, it did.
No,
Oh no,
no.
it did not.
Not getting the ping.
Mampus,
Didn't matter.
Saken
mampus.
absolutely on it there.
remaining.
Finds the kill and now is down to Meteor. As the smokes both get ready to dissipate simultaneously. Plant coming through.
Ini Meteor menang, aku off stream.
Jing
Oke,
will be the finisher.
oke.
Prx close out the pistol. 3-1 in that regard. Now just one round away from tying
Masih
things up.
bisa, masih bisa.
Feeling it now. Calls are looking quite good. There was just too much going on that B side, and they make the call to change to the other side of the map, and it is 100% the right one. God, that is a good shot for Saken. Absolutely nasty. Jing continues.
Tapi Jing panas loh, Jing
Very rock
jujur dari
solid
tadi
for
sih
them.
panas.
14 and 6 on the map.
Tapi lebih panas musuhnya lagi.
Looking to tie this one up. A little bit of aiming control, maybe. Buzz is actually slow pushing this. Oh, just getting a little bit of info and saying, okay. Quite a few members hustle on over. Be too surprised if
Pas stealth drone sih lucu
Paper
sekali.
Rex fashion, they just kind of
Wah, drone sih lucu
go with
sekali.
this A site. Grab of the orb. Full control, just a matter do they want to pull the trigger or not.
Terus
With the fault line at the ready.
kena Bas, tak kena anjing.
Will stay away from that. Paint shells go under. They both said to try to strike.
Sumpah please
Try
jangan.
and just-
Nice shot per second.
Dead. Pushing out of the smoke. Unassisted. His head taken off.
Nice shot, something.
Everything just explodes here for T1.
Keluar nih bener gitu.
Depart one after the other. Meteor, last one alive.
Sebenarnya ngaruh gak sih kalau pindah tangan ke kiri, kita kalau mata kanan sama kanan ke tangan.
Or too many angles to
Karena
try to
kalau
clear, but
lebih
okay.
mata
Solid
kanan
opening
sama
shot.
tangan kanan
Stops
ke
from
kiri.
being a flawless. Any more kills found,
Gak.
and that'll be actual damage dealt.
Gak bisa dibilang begitu. Tergantung lu dari awal main game tuh kanan apa kiri. Tengah lebih enak ngentot, kalau tengah di sini anjing.
A little bit lacking there, only a few half
Nah, di
armors
sini
that are
bangsat.
in a regen armor. Nice
Jadi cacat anjing tangannya. Udah ada orang punya tangan tengah anjing. Forsaken warming up. Juling mainnya. Kentot gak Bin? Mainnya jadi cacat anjing tangannya. Calvin mana? Bodoh. Calvin di kaki anjing.
Scary. Clear a lot of space on this map. Push out. 4-1 split. Info garnered. But no resistance over towards 8.
Calvin pakai kaki anjing.
Now we're starting to see the rotations.
Breaks up this setup here from the Killjoy.
It's nice.
Ripped down one of the nanos, or maybe the alarm bot there on the entry to the site. Gone, Jing.
Nice one, Jing. Awas meteor nih guys. Ada manusia paling berbahaya ini. Oke, nice. Tenang, tenang. Map attacking. Bangsat! Kok bisa kalah? Ayo lari, Pak. Anjing, lari ke granat.
Two players left standing overall. A very solid anti-bonus, or rather a solid bonus attempt, I should say.
Nggak ngaruh lah kanan kiri, tergantung lu tuh dari awal main pakai tangan apa.
T1 will
Lu biasanya tangan apa?
This I thought for a moment was cooked. I thought Prx had the bonus in the bag. This entry catches Sylvan.
Kok bisa kalah ya?
Okay, Meteor's there, but there's a good cover by something to make sure that Meteor can't do any follow-up damage.
Oh
However,
no,
they
if
spread the
anjing
map a
jing.
little bit. Stacks and Buzz working together nicely. Again,
Let's
cover
go
for
T1.
Stacks
Ini
repositions,
band aja yang
finds
ngomong
that
T1 nih.
off angle,
Prx.
things up for his teammate.
Gue biasa tangan kanan,
People
cuma kanan
seal the
kiri
deal.
kalau bau kanan.
Something with an operator, attack side.
Pakai kaki
Shouldn't shock
katanya.
anybody.
Pakai kaki katanya.
Be like that.
Anjing. Bayangin kau pakai vandal di kaki. Tut 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 tut.
Pace up a little bit, Buzz.
Anjing.
The double duelist. Bit of a walkabout. What does Devi have to say?
Iya ada yang main. Nice one Davai. Nice one Davai.
Huge cleanup from Devi. Stacks and sights now needing to be set on that side of the
Iya
map.
ada. Ada orang disabilitas main pakai kaki.
Finds that kill.
Maksud Calvin kan senjatanya yang di
Got that
kaki.
flank. The aftershock will display
Yang
something
kanan tapi kaki yang bodoh
to
anjing.
reassess that plant
Ngomong
spot
bodoh
now.
anjing.
Drone being sent, Meteor at the same time, wrapping around from behind, but Mind Freak reads
Aduh
it, but
sumpah.
can't quite get
Kena
the
pick
punch.
satu persatu coba Forsake.
Meteor now brings
Ini
it back into a 3v3. Jing,
kena
however,
pick
has
satu
that
persatu
showstopper
anjing
in the
ke
back
Prx.
pocket.
This is so tough.
Dar anjing timing.
Oh, the timing.
For the moment, but wants to try to go ahead and get that salvo out. Some of the damage not found. Showstopper held.
Dar.
One.
Jing,
Forced
dar.
back here. Held at bay. Oh, now gone.
Kak
Drop
kaki
shot,
bangsat.
gets the leg hit, but cannot
Okay,
find the
nice
kill.
Forsaken.
Forsaken will be able to do so back over in Hall. Meteor
Anjing.
going to be taken out. Sylvan able to find Jing. 66 health between the two of them. The time just not
No time,
on their
no time, no
side.
time, no time, no time,
T1
no time,
will
no
have
time.
to call off the attack, and Prx will tie things up.
Main apek pakai pipi movementnya. Kau tuh bodoh anjing.
Again, so many of these rounds.
Otak enggak tahu taruh di
even all
mana.
the way back to bind, come down to just individual micro plays or
Pin gak boleh pin ngomongin
kind
orang
of scrappy
disabilitas.
team fights. But in this case, it's just Devi. Just knocks down 2 instantly.
Kok nggak blur gitu ya?
Safe, steady pair of hands. Sure, Stacks and Meteor are able to
Ini
win a
untung
couple of
Forsaken
fights on
menang,
the
anjing.
fights on the flank, but problem becomes is that
They walked into my crosshair.
they walked in my crosshair.
They absolutely did.
You are
Aku
not
tahu.
wrong. Great crosshair
Yang
placement.
suka review makanan yang kayak pakai bukan siku anjing, ada tangannya cuma secuil gini.
That's truly a
Ini.
problem.
Terus buka sedotan kayak gini.
Gotta do what you can to keep this
Buka
operator
sedotan
up.
pakai mulut.
I know that it's
Gitu.
still in play.
Tahu
Buzz is trying
aku.
to get on a little bit more of a forward angle, and it's enough to go ahead and find the kill. Relay bolt going to be sent forward, and Buzz collects a second.
Ngentot lah
Pushes
pasnya
up
udah
past
gila
that
nih.
paint shell, but Forsaken covering fire, able to go ahead.
Oh!
Finally-
Jing!
Oh! Has
Jing!
for two! He's down to 10 HP. Sure, a stiff breeze will take him down, but
Allah.
Meteor, okay, there you go. Speaking of, Meteor is that stiff breeze. But Devi, once again, lurking forward.
Nice spy, nice
Bit
spy.
of damage.
Spy, nice
Will
spy.
be able to find the kill. Keeps Prx in a very winnable position. Push forward from Sylvan, wrapping around out of halls. Will be able to recover a weapon. clutch this out.
Ada, aku tahu, Vin. Tangannya tuh cuma secuil gini loh. Tapi dia main, dia gamer, dia gamer. Dia gamer.
Alarm bot is there. Oh, no.
Anjing ditarik alarm botnya.
Swarms set up here on the entryway. Watching the angle, sends it. Sylvan is already up in front of it.
Okay, nice.
He's not able to cross that
Nice,
first
nice,
hurdle.
nice.
One away from their respective ultimates, and Prx are in the lead.
It's just another individual outplay. The setup here is so good. They hold that angle.
Anjing, untung Jing aktif lagi anjing.
The right read here to push ahead of that nade to try to take Jing down, and Jing just counter swings. Comes right back with a 2K of his own. Setup's looking really, really good right now for Prx. Their response
Prx.
Timeout here for T1 to try to slow down.
Udah lah
this
T1.
momentum
Nggak
because,
usah time out.
yeah, the rust has been completely removed. They are back to polished form.
First timeout from T1 in the series. In here at a critical juncture.
Pak Alex sih makin tua kelihatan.
Can they bring this back to parity where Prx start being able to streak forward? We'll take a look at the economy here in a moment.
Pak Alex kelihatan makin tua anjing.
Yeah, I think this is a toughie because some of my ideas are kind of what we saw in that previous round. Just, you know, try to cut Prx off at the point of attack. Maybe you got to find a way to slow Jing down now. Okay, I don't know if Prx is enough for another operator. Doesn't seem so. But they're so close to some ults, they might be playing for orbs. It looks like kind of T1 had a similar idea to what we saw in the previous half, where Prx came through and went to dish, shut down the orb grab from T1.
Maybe attempted a crunch play here on the Divide.
Langsung naik tali dapat anjing.
Punish not found. Shots just kind of dancing in after him, but not finding any kind of contact.
Have any other movement, so the call was to just go right back to B. That was the anticipated move. They are 100% correct.
Kena jepit oh.
Now you're getting the read off the util as well.
It's lockdown.
Balas.
Nothing really that you're going to be able to do other than match it, so
Pecahin.
ult for ult will go through.
Alah,
Buzz
ada roket
already
anjing.
anticipating the wrap back around towards that A site. Get Meteor back as well. Allowing for that KJ setup to come back into play, but ultimately Prx are just
Go,
waiting
go,
this
go,
out
go,
now.
go,
This
go.
Thankyou
It's go
coming
time.
through, and everybody is ready to rush their way back through. Two detain actually did come in as well. Either way, no one's going to be getting punished quite just yet, but it's going to be a full 5v5 in the post plan.
It's going to come down to kind of outmaneuver who here. Mindfreak trying to find another angle. Buzz will be coming from the north.
Aftershock crossover.
Ini Jing harus menang nih.
Back for the moment.
Wah, ini Jing harus menang.
45 health coming through as there's the Armageddon. Players from T1 widely get up in front of this one. Full flash connecting there onto the Divide, but it doesn't matter.
Nice
Coming
trade.
fire.
Nice one.
They absolutely destroyed
Pai, tembak yang benar, Pai. Pai, tembak yang benar, Pai.
But not for very long. Jing rushes forward into the fray, finds the kill, and
Masih ada harapan. Ayo Prx.
On top of things, and that attempted retake just gets shut right down. A great flash from something. Really does a good job kind of shutting down Izu. Yeah, he gets taken out quick, but the crossfires are all there. Everybody's so prepared. Good hold. Not a bad read, but the two lockdowns there didn't really make too much of a difference. T1 was never able to really
Prx.
They didn't have any ults other than the lockdown that they used previously. Try to do anything about it. Now they've got some ults. Now they've got a showstopper. Now they got a rolling thunder.
Well, they don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
Two sheriffs, a stinger, a ghost.
Buzz got his ult, so true. Could be a difference maker.
Once again, T1, you can kind of see.
Itu mereka attacking dari satu sisi doang ya
Stacks
semua.
left on its lonesome here on the B site with just a classic in hand. Everybody now on that approach.
Mati dah
Here's
stacks
the
nih.
bad news. Spots out the Vi site. Here for the taking for Prx.
See what they want to do. It doesn't seem like Buzz is keen to.
Oh,
Holy
Meteor.
shit.
Here.
A
Hello.
little bit of a timing. Pushes out of the smoke.
Mati
Does
satu
manage to
nih.
find one.
Masuk semua lah kau. What the fuck?
Does get flushed out. Sylvan doing well to find the one before getting
Nice
taken
one,
out,
Jing.
but Jing is still just so damn clean. Looks for a little bit more. It will be something coming away with the kill, but Prx now just 2 away. Taking this map.
Sudah aku
taking this
bilang,
over split.
masih ada harapan.
I'm still wondering why the overdrive wasn't popped. Whatever.
I don't have an answer for you.
Yep.
I think maybe just, I don't know, the setup, the smokes that were placed here. It's just too hard to try to push out of it with that. I don't know.
Still, it's might as well try. Yeah, but I mean, still though, Jing is freaking dialed in. He is
That's only 110 and 1.
destroying. I mean, him and Forsaken both, but goodness.
Oh, showstopper for showstopper. Izu hits the other blast pack. Meteor is able to find kill here on the
Kena.
Jing. Meanwhile,
Anjing kena
Smash
jepit,
staying
Cok.
off some pressure.
Oh, anjing
Showstopper
itu
not gonna
ulti
find
hampir
much here from
mampus,
Izu.
Cok.
Paint shell up over the top as Meteor.
Anjing kena
tucks it
jepit, Cok.
alongside the rope. Sylvan Sensi orbital strike. A monstrous, crazy, chaotic crash.
Let's go! Let's go!
Causes Bond, but
What the fuck?
he thrives in this. Mows down 4, and my God, I need to see a replay because what the hell just
What
happened?
the fuck?
What is going on?
So, okay, yeah, this one, it gets a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a
okay,
fucking
it's a
fiesta.
And
Oh.
okay.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, that damn smile.
What the
Real
fuck?
Forsaken takes the kill lead.
What the
Takes
fuck banget
Prx
anjing.
up to map
Mampus
point,
kau.
runs down
Alah,
4 HP.
pai mati pai.
Constantly pressured out.
Let's go!
Taken up with Mind Freak. He's able to find 2. And suddenly just stacks a Meteor. Left alive, Stacks desperately trying to fight here.
Okay.
Against Forsaken, but he will be struck down.
Udah bre, main pintar
Armageddon
bre.
sent Meteor already.
Main pintar bre.
Shifting away from that position, gets himself set up on B, knows that he needs to do absolutely
Alah, nggak
everything.
kelihatan anjing drone-nya.
Stealth bot leads in towards Canteen. Ping does not
Oh,
get the
ketahuan.
reveal. Meteor eats the full flash. The spot out here on the
Anjing.
Jing finds the headshot.
Jangan main goblok.
Something
Per
from the
second
corner.
ntar kau low.
Meteor. Look at
Ah.
9 bullets left. Something cheats his way up
Naik
towards tower.
anjing.
Still a bit of time to work with. It's the
The
replay.
turret confirms the
Holy
position.
shit.
I thought maybe it was going to keep going backwards, but makes it.
Set up the nano, try to deny the peak coming through, taps it, but no, it's been
Wah
destroyed.
anjing,
He gets a
pintar
smattering
sekali
of
ini orang.
damage in, but now he's down to just 2 bullets. Now none. Swaps over the classic, knows that he needs to try to go
Okay,
ahead.
GG.
He's not going to give him the opportunity at all. Retaps it. Meteor finds it, but he knows that it's over. There's nothing more to be done. 13-8. The spike goes off, and Prx take us to split. We are not done yet.
Well,
It's Prx baby.
Prx
It's
to
Prx.
drag him into the mud, and
Kencing ah,
finally,
kencing dulu ah.
T1 is
Kencing,
starting to
gak kuat.
drown.
Gak kuat saya mbak.
Even when it looks like T1 has a great
Too
play
good, too
lined
good.
up with the ult combo, Forsaken just says no. A 302 ACS for Forsaken on the Tejo. Absolutely phenomenal for Prx. And with the quote-unquote meta comp that we're seeing on Fracture, they look stellar. They look just so hard to break, especially when they get those spikes down. T1 just, the retakes could never come to fruition. And I mean, obviously that Izu play felt like maybe that was going to be a difference maker, but then Jing does this. That 3K with the Bulldog starts spiraling things out of control for T1. I think it's 5 or 6 in a row at the end there for Prx. Just absolutely run away with it.
Like you said, in the end, it looks like the rust has been shaken off that, or maybe bind to something that still needs some work. Either way, Prx showing up here in a big way on Fracture. Take us the distance. They give us exactly what we were asking for here, Paper Thin, and that is a full 6 maps of play here today.
That's
Series
what we wanted.
ramping up, yeah. That's all we wanted, and that is what we are going to get. So not going home anytime soon, it would seem. Split on the horizon, and who in the hell knows what's going to happen over there. I cannot wait to find out. But wait, we shall for just a little bit longer as we get ready to send it back over to the analyst as to break down all of the chaos from Fracture. Mika, take it away.
Absolutely not. Nobody is going home yet. You guys stay right there. You're not leaving because we are getting a map 3. We are going into Split, but just to understate this map, this was a very calm map. Don't you agree?
Definitely not. This is chaos. I mean, you had the thrifties, you had multiple big plays, clutches, you know, pistols going back and forth. I think for Prx, this was kind of the chaotic start to the game that maybe they didn't necessarily want, getting ecoed in round 2, but then getting their own thrifty later on. You had some vintage Jing raise plays. I think something was a lot more convincing on that init roll this time around. I mean, I know he doesn't have a crazy amount of ACS or anything like that, but the reactive utility from something this game, particularly on their attacking side to shut down those aggressive plays from the double duelists of T1 was very effective. And then again, another Taeho goes ballistic on Fracture here.
Yeah, I much prefer some things Bruce to his Fade, but we're seeing Taeho everywhere now on this map, and I think it will get more and more popular as we go through. Forsaken played that agent really, really well. It was a joy to watch.
I am not surprised at all that it's Forsaken that happens to pick up this agent.
He'll play anything.
I know, every time there's something, you know, there's a new agent. Forsaken's always like, I'm probably gonna pick that up. I mean, he's pretty much played every agent at this point.
Completed Valorant.
Yeah.
He's finished the game.
Exactly. The credits roll when he loads the game, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's looking to finish this series off, as our Prx. Very slow start on Bind, looked a little bit disjointed. I think shaking off the rust is a very, very good way to put it, because even though the first half was back and forth and T1 was showing us this double duelist style, beating a lot of the Taeho utility and forcing their way out sound early on, getting some momentum on the attacking side, Prx stuck with it, and they, particularly on their attacking side, really turned the game around.
Yeah, this in the first half was the defining fact for me, that Prx tried to take a main control and T1 were able to go past it every time. I was really convinced by how T1 played this double duelist versus the KO. It looked very strong, but then as we got towards the second half, things definitely slowed down for them.
Yeah, I mean, the sand plays time and time again seemed like it was finding success. This was a really nice set round in the bonus. You get the stealth drone straight through Arcade, the Armageddon straight through Tower. You get the salvos as well to break the Killjoy utility on the opposite side of the map, where you see the rest of Prx are preparing to burst through the smoke.
Yeah, this was a little play. And even though they didn't win this round, they managed to kill 3, which is very, very good on your bonus. It makes the buy for T1 much worse into the next round. And obviously they're able to win the round after that and snowball momentum. So on your bonus, any damage is good.
Let's go, buddy.
These kind of kills, these kind of rounds are what you're really after on your bonus.
Now, it looks incredibly messy, of course, as you enter those first few seconds into the round. What is it like? Break it down for us as what we're seeing. If, say, point of view of Prx, what are we dealing with as we enter T1 site?
Oh, in terms of going onto that particular bomb site and that execute?
Yeah.
I mean, for Jing, he's probably getting set up by something in Underpass with the breach utility, and his whole objective is just to be able to create chaos, get inside of that Jenny smoke, and maybe catch somebody who's trying to flood back into the site there, or even cut off rotates, and then they're going to try to segment the site from there. And the Armageddon flushes straight through Tower, so there's only so many spots that they can play on the site itself.
Yeah, and you see this barrage of utility, but I love that you see also T1 kind of just hanging back, and you know you can kind of feel the Autumn saying like, wait, don't, not yet, let them go. This is Prx you're dealing with, and that is a testament, of course, to the veteranship that is on this team, right? But it's just that Prx is just, you know, it's as we were talking about earlier, they're just a completely different animal.
Yeah, this is the Prx people love to see, right? This is why they're so popular. So I'm glad that we saw them take form. I thought they were much sharper this map. Number one, I didn't feel the whiffs at all compared to map 1. It felt like they were able to win that aim fights. And now as we go towards Split, what are you expecting to see? I
mean, this is just the quintessential Prx comp. They've literally been playing this same style for a long time. Maybe even throw another duelist in there. Like 2 is sometimes not enough for Prx on this map in the past. But look, this Sky double duelist comp is something they've been playing forever. I think honestly they had some pretty
masih ada harapan ng giveaway kan?
To teams that you'd back them to be.
Masih ada harapan ng giveaway kan?
Even the new Gen G that maybe they've dropped some maps against, if I remember correctly. But for T1, they also smashed a team in the off-season on this map, playing the Chamber on Meteor, if I remember correctly. But I really wouldn't, and a very similar comp I might mention as well to what Prx is doing, just subbing the Jet for a chamber, but I really wouldn't be surprised if you see T1 play something different. I would be surprised if they pulled the chamber out against PRX in this particular game. I think Vice or Cypher, something like that on Meteor is probably more likely.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe the Vice, because Meteor, you know, we have seen him on the Agent, and just because like it suits him so well, and you can just imagine Vice being such a menace on this map.
Yeah, personally, I'd like to see them stay on the chamber, to be honest. If you
Really?
Against the double duel?
Yeah, exactly. If you know you're going to go up against double duelist, I feel like the sky can get you off your angles and your paranoia can. But the chamber's able to take advantage of a lot more off angles, so you're able to just be in these different positions than people are used to using util in. I think it can work definitely.
I totally disagree. I think the Cypher is way too good, especially you're getting a lot of like the fast set plays with the jet dash and the raise. You can do all these little trap trips. You can have the like retake setups with the cage where you flood out onto the site. I think the chamber's super risky. Unless Meteor's really hitting his shots, he could be pretty much useless, whereas the Cypher just has universal value, is a lot more consistent for me.
It does, but into the raise as well, you feel like the
it can,
raise
yeah, they can definitely break the trips, but that's where I really feel like the retake, like flood setups with the cages, or you do the deep trips, like where you still control, hold elbow control and things like that can really pay off.
Are we even sure that it may be on Meteor though? Because we did see just like an agent switch earlier, right? When we saw like Buzz and Izu switch up on the Neon. Maybe it's not even Meteor.
If Meteor's not on Sentinel, I'm not sure why it's on the team at that point. He's just like amazing on Sentinel. Like I think you're borderline trolling if you're not putting Meteor on some kind of Sentinel.
Yeah, but maybe he's not on the chamber.
Not
like,
on the chamber.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of good answers. Like I say, the Cypher can work. In my opinion, the chamber is good. But also, like you mentioned, I think Vice is very good on Split. Vice is another tight map. The wall gets a lot of value. The Razor Wire gets a lot of value. Even the ult, because the sides are so small, it makes the ult a little bit better where the ult is normally kind of weak. So I think they have a lot of options. I'd like to see where they're going to take it compared to what they were doing in the offseason.
Not to mention, you now have both teams that, you know, don't need that those little, you know, time to warm up. Now both teams are coming in very hot into map number 3. And on the PRX roller coaster, hey, we went down, we went up. Where are we going this time around is my question.
I think they're just going to stick to what they know. Like, I really associate this comp on Split with Prx. It's what they're comfortable doing. I think that they leaned into something they're a little bit more comfortable doing, especially with Jing being back on the Raze. A lot of people were saying this is Prx season because Raze maps are definitely a thing in this current pool. So we'll see if they just stick to that and maybe put something back on a jet. I'm sure he's itching to play a duelist. He's just been sitting there. He's just been throwing dogs. He's just been holding out the stun all series long. Like, bro, get me in the game. He's just screaming at Alex, put me in the game, coach, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I quite like Breach. I think it's fun, but compared to playing Jet, I mean, I feel like most players would rather be on the Jet than on the Breach.
He's itching. His fingers are like twitching just a little bit, right? And you can kind of feel it. But yeah, I mean, Jing, he's all warmed up. We saw so many great plays from him last time. I feel like we're going to see exactly the same as we step here into Split, and we're going to take a look at our agent comps here. Really curious to see what T1 have in store. As we mentioned, you know, we're expecting them not to stick with what they showed us in the offseason, but they are.
Yeah, they're going to stick with a chamber for Meteor, and there's the change up from Prx actually. Devi is going to be in on that Sage, so that's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, absolutely. I say, for me, I'm glad they stuck with this chamber. I do think it has answers to that double duelist, but the Sage is definitely an interesting Prx. We have to talk about that.
Viper terlalu OP
I think, right, previously, so a little bit more info denial double controller, if I remember correctly, as opposed to now they're going back for the flavor of the Sage, and we know PRX love their Sage on off-meta maps. I mean, it used to be the flavor of the month on Split back in the day.
Yeah, I really like this and how it fits with that double duelist. Viper is slower, you're looking to default, but Sage gives you a lot more power to hit with.
Well, we're going to see indeed the Battle Sage coming out from Uncle Devi as we send it back to your casters, Achilles and Paper Thin, to take us through Split.
That we shall to the best of our
Map 3.
Very chaotic throughout this series thus far, but all that matters is that we're all tied up 1-1. This split to settle it all. Let's see which team is going to be sticking around in that upper bracket, which one is going to have to fight through the lowers if they want to get themselves over to Masters Bangkok.
This is quite fascinating. T1, you know, they debuted this comp against EDG at the Gwangju Esports Series during the offseason. Now that was against a Kong and Smoggy-less EDG. They smashed up the other players from EDG with this comp, but Prx a very different beast, and with the Sage in there, quite fascinating. Defender side here. Quite important against this double duelist.
Oh, what a blind.
Off here on
What a
the
blind.
bus, Up at Habit. Sylvan just kind of duking it out here alongside something inside of the smoke. Does manage to win that one out, but Jing quickly trades it back. Smattering of heals there from Forsaken keeps everybody
Spike
topped up.
planted.
Sky Flash and a paint shell's available for T1 to try to make this retake go. Tucked in position for Mind Freak to be wary of.
6 bullets in that headhunter here from Meteor. Spot out there on the Jing.
Oh, mati
Oh,
man.
Mind Freak in a bit of a rough position here, but Forsaken is able to go ahead and peel off some additional pressure. Meteor going to be taken down. That headhunter no longer a concern as Izu's just trying to break through the wall. Segment now going to be destroyed, but time is ticking. They're running
Nice
out.
buy.
Divide on the
Nice
swing.
fight!
Is clean with it. Prx another pistol win, 4-1, I believe, in that regard here across the series.
That Sage wall so annoying on pistol rounds on this map, one way or another. An awkward fight there. Good recognition by T1 that somebody could be tucked into that corner, comboing some of their util, but yeah, this is just Dubai back on Sage. Used to be on Sunset. He was a nightmare.
Let's go, bong!
TikTok walls he would come up with and all that crazy stuff, but he's just steady here. Smart placement. Cuts everything apart. T1 tries to go for that retake. Cannot get it going.
Moving forward,
Jeleknya
has that shorty in hand once
Spectre
again,
ini.
stacks into the corner, sends out the flash, but it's already too late for him. Something strikes, finds the kill, Devi up in heaven, guns down Izu. As Jing may be slightly at risk here, or no, maybe Devi,
Player
never mind.
standing.
Finds the headshot, shorty nullified. Even the heal used just to make this all the more impossible for Sylvan. Flawless fashion, Prx get themselves a nice, solid win here in this anti-eco.
Just choose really
Sumpah ini
nicely.
sih beneran ada harapan
Try to
ini.
make the push up towards Mail. And Stax is caught just flat-footed enough. That's great flash there. He tries to pop his own, but something had just seen him in time. Exactly where to put that crosshair.
Masih ada harapan di Prx.
So that not all the shorty bullets are able to connect. There you go. Prx off to a hot start again. Been winning quite a few rounds in a row now. Still pretty decent weaponry. Couple Vandals, couple Bulldogs, and a Spectre coming into this. Viper there, thwarting any attempted info gain by both sides. Dog comes through though. No info gathered here at all for T1, but they're just kind of holding, allowing Izu to try to delay
Anjing
on his
bangsat
own.
banget. What mah?
A bit risky for T1. Still a little bit wary of what's going on towards A side, but so far Prx actually kind of slowing the pace down, re-exploring parts of the map, re-clearing mid, trying to figure out if they can open up a little bit more space to try to make this crunch hit potentially towards B.
Swing out. Meteor going to be forced to rendezvous away. Approach now, getting ready to come through. Trademark around the corner to try to slow up.
Jepit sih ini.
We noted, meanwhile, something dashing forward there in the face of Izu. Stacks on the flank, however, has covering fire, is able to go ahead and peel
30
one off.
seconds left.
Eventually will get found to buy. Still doing well, finding one, but Stacks, as well as Buzz, coming up big. 3K here for the Sky. Meteor gets involved and on the board. And T1, the pretty clean anti-bonus, will get themselves online.
Yeah, a lot of info there for T1 throughout. And then once there's a little bit of pressure towards Meteor in mid, he's able to TP through, set himself up on the rafters, winning this big fight there against something. Stax swings out at a great time, bails Izu out, even though he gets taken down by Devi. Stax, beautiful 3K. Pull that Phantom down. That's a really good fighting retreat there for T1. Able to hold the line. Push came to shove. Sylvan tucked in this corner. This seemingly had a little bit of pace to it, but stopped up momentarily.
What the
Chills
fuck,
out,
something?
Slowed up here. Ring around the Rosie at the screen, but I don't think he necessarily noted. Sylvan now will be able to do
What
so.
the fuck?
Mows him down, Rez coming through, Forsaken right back into the mix. As
Anjing
Jing
kau,
gonna be shut
Stax
down,
panas
trying to
kau,
approach him
anjing.
onto elbow. Stax
Anjing
finds
Stax!
Another 3K here for him. As Forsaken's position now known and dealt
What
with.
the fuck?
Another solid follow-up round here from the side of T1 as they tie it up at 2-2.
God, Stacks just working off of the sound cues and other things so well. Here's Jing blast packing, was thinking about going for something because of that judge potentially at range. You feel like you have a bit of an advantage. You could have scooped up the gun, but gets the first, second, expecting the push around the corner, even pre-fired it. Phenomenal from Stacks these last couple of rounds. Now you're onto a weak buy. Lucky for Jing. Couple sheriffs, Guardian, Bulldog. Gonna be the buy up. Meteor with an outlaw.
Dar.
And he gets it to connect. Nice opening shot.
Very solid one. Something on the ground of Meteor.
Oh boy.
Ooh, wanting to go for
Dar. Dar.
Jing does not get the follow-up hit. Devi will be able to go ahead and get rid of that pesky little chamber.
Good news is everybody has full armor. Let's take a headshot from Devi. Ooh.
What a shot, mein freak.
This is where the round starts getting a little bit suspect.
What a shot.
A bit off balance. Saken clears the Seekers. No Stacks.
It's forward here in Garage, but now drifting over towards Buzz.
Oh, that flash, though, I don't think connected with anything.
Devi slow creeping forward, but Buzz goes ahead, finds the pick. And that's going to split apart. Players here from Prx, and yet Stacks all the way lurked forward, has the spike dropped. Mindfreak still a world away.
Kena push sampai spawn sendiri si anjing. Sumpah mati.
Great info. So overall, really well played these last 3 rounds from Stacks. Mindfreak has anything to say about it, but this should be pretty challenging. Tagged up. Mindfreak taken down. Buzz cleans up the round. But what looked like it might get a little bit dicey for T1 is kind of results in some good push outs on the extremities. You know, Buzz going out from long B. Stacks tucks himself behind that box in the smoke and then is able to navigate himself past the flash that Devi sends on the backside to try to sell that they're still over on the B side. It's just really well thought out, but frankly, these last 3 rounds have been like Stacks kind of stepping up for T1.
Yeah, no kidding. 7-2-0 at the moment.
Operator for Meteor. In with a judge. That is scary for anybody who's in mailer events. It's a clear on the dog, so a bit of info.
Well, for now, it's Buzz that's in that position. Blast pack chasing forward. A little bit of self-damage taken there from the paint shell, but for the most part, shrugged off.
It's a showstopper.
Dar. Anjing.
Slow drift across there from something. Wrapping around a ramp. Rest of the team now getting ready to come up through the vent. Seeker's going to be let loose. Showstopper from Buzz at the ready. Spots one second.
Nice one,
Jing. It's
Jing.
on top. Wiley, showstopper
there's
damage
something.
has been eluded. Shot from Meteor out at screen, still going to be good.
Oh,
Stack
nice shot from
pushing
Second.
forward, thinking maybe he's going to have the advantage given the trademark slow. Just can't gets him a Meteor. Gets that off shot. Peeks out of the smoke. Gets the headshot, the swap to the head under. It's gorgeous.
What the fuck?
Fight with the wall, however, locks off screens. We're down to a 2v2. Izu drawing
Huh,
the weapon
anjing
of
lah.
Forsaken, just not ready for him to be that close. It all comes down to Devi. Try to clutch it out. Sees the kneecap. Slow poke and rod. Izu on the swing. Dead.
Anjing.
Sylvan bails them out. Op should be recoverable as well as the defuse comes in. T1 taking the lead now. Up 4-2.
Jing, go with Meteor.
Please show me that second shot from Meteor. The third one was nuts. The second one, I don't know how he flicked down.
Not just all.
Just show all of it.
Oh boy.
This is so good from Jing. Again, that movement so beautiful. I thought Stacks did get the headshot.
Oh, an adjustment, but oh. Nasty something from Meteor. I mean, the desk was talking about it. Happy to see him stick on the chamber. I, for one, am right there with them. Always a treat.
I am after that.
It's basically the HU that he got himself to his first international with when he was back over on North Eption.
At the Jet. And the Marshall.
potential 4-man approach up the ramp here from the side of Prx.
Dogs say hello.
They do.
Here.
It's Izu. He's walled off here for the moment.
Here's Elvis.
And he does. Showstopper at the ready. Buzz here, anchoring the side. Finds two. Looks for the third. Can't quite make it happen. Selvin is there to pick up the pieces. The three remainers go his way. T1 very swiftly cast aside Prx.
And this is so crucial here for T1 that they're able to really stall out this double duelist comp on the attacker side as much as possible. And yeah, I think absolutely we're going to see a timeout, but crispy from Buzz. And then Sylvan looking for him to show up. And they are, wow, they are firing.
Timeout.
Sylvan is absolutely bringing the vibes.
I mean, you mentioned it. They've never beaten Prx
Correct.
as an organization. Granted, the team
Too
very
crazy.
different from the
Too
past
crazy of a
iterations.
game, bro.
But even so,
NT
these
Prx.
players
Sabar, sabar.
looking for
Belum
that
kelar game-nya, Bapak. Sabar, sabar.
It's so on their minds that even when we saw Joe Marsh,
Sabar.
it was one of the first things he mentioned. You know what I
Sabar.
mean? Like,
Kecuali jadi 10-2 udah ente.
but I get it. You know, you want to get these monkeys.
Udah
off.
kalau 10-2 ente.
It's
Udah.
so important to get that
Turun
confidence,
tuh keluar
especially
bracket
with
tuh.
what you put together here with what
Nah,
you've
T1
invested
win.
as an organization.
Nah, Prx win.
as T1, as this
Come on, bro. Prx,
the
bro.
bulwark of Korean esports. And if you can also not just be dominant in one, be dominant in multiple esports here, then you will continue to just, you know, garner more fans, garner more interest. And so far on Split, it's looking okay. Judge for Buzz.
It's going to be a knife pop here from something. Stingers across the rest of the team. And a near full send in towards A. Spot out onto at least two players. Slightly more on that final little jump around the corner.
Stax has got to make a decision here. Just get out.
Nice.
Over and in they go, and Ching will be able to collect.
Nice, nice.
Too much damage going to be taken at the same time as there's the wall up onto the screens. Res even available. They want to go ahead and commit that here. Buzz just for now. They try to steadily break down these wall segments. Meteor tries to get some kind of sight line. Blindly fishing for any kind of get off these bullets. But
Anjing, main Frag sakit banget, cowok.
Still alive and well.
Nice.
Now all of a sudden Meteor
Nice.
standing, and he can't
Woo!
get shots across. Timeout call into a thrifty. Fantastically done here from
Nice
Prx.
one, Prx.
Down to just two.
Nice one, Prx. Bukan nice try.
I'm not so sure. I like his idea to stick around a little bit too long. Overstayed his welcome. Thought maybe he could catch him off guard. Instead, he gets taken down for free, and that's a huge piece of the retake puzzle missing for the side of T1. That's
Ini
no
nice sih, main
flashes
Frag
really
nice sih.
other than Sylvan's paranoia.
Anjing Meteor.
You really need that on the retake. So let's see what the adjustments are.
Prx.
Buzz
Prx.
over on A. Tour de force pop for Meteor in mid.
See if you get the two get out against the Vi with that op on the attack side.
Sick.
Well, for now, mid very much being avoided. It's going to be Izu once again, the lone anchor here on B. Rendezvous takes Meteor across in towards heaven. But for now, it's not really being
Anjing OP
converted at all.
banget ya smoke-nya.
Fake maybe the attack coming through. Cloudburst going to be sent, but nothing pursuing behind it.
The Viper's pit too. We're gonna feel comfortable. in
bangsat
that
banget,
position,
cowok.
really put it down.
And smoke cycled in here from Sylvan. Fight at the ready, just waiting for any kind of information. Ching, ooh, tagged up quite a bit. Flash goes out, Stacks. He's the full
Mati.
one, but Izu just go ahead and find that kill. Breaks the TP.
Nice one, something.
Out of backside, something is able to do so.
Senjatanya mana something?
Stack strikes and finds the kill. Sylvan now just dropping down. Two players left. The res going to be committed to here, bringing Forsaken back into the fight. Blind
Nice
strike
one, main
coming
freak.
down. Meteor dead. Tour de force gonna be
Nice
gone.
one, Forsaken.
Find Sylvan.
30 seconds left.
Wall still there.
Oke, per second. Jangan kak timing. Ambil ulti poin bangsat.
Ends up getting taken down. 20 seconds remaining. Spike not yet planted. Buzz jumping up over the top of the wall here, sending out the blast pack. Tap of this plant here.
Nice.
Mindbreak is able to find it. plants his feet, stops the dance, comes away with 3 in the round. Prx 1 away from tying it up.
Again, it's this wall from Devi that gives them so much safety and comfort towards the other side of the
what a
site.
fucking dodge.
And just a narrow miss there for Meteor. Mind Freak all over the place. 3 kills. Huge. And having that res available is such a difference maker. And there was nothing that T1 could really do about it at that point. Still have enough to get the operator back in Meteor's hands because the tour de force gets a little bit of info off the bot. Something with a solo push up towards mid. Looked like maybe it was going to be T1 stomping their way through their defender side. Great timeout from Prx has them. A very good game plan. The map a little bit more. Just a free push through vents for something. He has all the information in the world. Can even sell a bit of a fake towards A. Dog as well.
Oh, missing timing there on the Jing. Now there's an op on the angle, but at least it seems like Sylvan, very good idea of this. The smoke comes up on the mail. He's gonna look to try to push back through, and something just pushes out of the smoke, and it's so damn snappy. Takes him out. Wall now raised, cutting off stairs. Divide eats a bit of damage and Izu. On the
Headshot
follow-up,
banyak
he's
banget.
able to go ahead and find the kill.
Get 3 dinks in there.
Yeah, the jet now dead. For a second, oh my god! Jump scare!
One enemy remaining.
As swings in the corner, changes, immediately gets taken out.
30 seconds left.
I feel like we're playing Five Nights at
I was
Freddy's there.
gonna say that. Okay. Left the door open. Let's check the cams. Forsaken does well to go ahead and find a kill on to Buzz, but Stacks will bring it to a conclusion.
Izu.
T1 themselves up to 6-round wins in the
Kimak
half.
gesternya ketawa macam tai. Kaget bangsat dia.
Okay. That not only have the games been insane.
Ini
today,
peluru
but
ini
that was
ngeding 3 orang anjing. Tak masuk akal anjing.
Peak comedy.
That is peak.
Sad
word.
didn't make it into the highlight reel. The replay package.
Deserves its own replay.
Tak masuk akal Izu
The
anjing.
analyst Destiny sees to take that moment, break it down for us.
Pelurunya masuk 3 kepala
Ask you
bangsat.
about your extended warranty.
And showing up to try to sell you some vacuums.
Sumpah Rekon sih masih skin gacor
By
sekali
that
ini.
approach, successfully avoiding the pit off the rip as that's placed towards garage.
Okay, nice.
Was just seemingly not even ready or aware of that one. Stacks setting up the pop flash.
Ulti.
Get the full blind there on the mind freak, but still is able to find the
Brrrr,
kill. Chase forward onto the
masuk
seekers
something.
and something nearly ground down to a pulp. The heels immediately start screaming different Forsaken though. Pushing him
Ya
back up, but
Allah.
that is undone as Sylvan finds a headshot.
You've got all this utility for Stacks to really figure this out. Dog comes through. You still have one more flash available.
Sagenya dar nih. Dar
This
dor.
would be a good one.
By playing elbow, everybody clustered up here from Prx. Needing to stave off the hordes here. Yes, Sylvan
Hero play.
take it down, but Meteor Stacks finding one apiece. The shot going wide. The headhunter bullet will fly straight and true. T1 get the defuse. They get the 7.
Again, a lot of these rounds come down to can Stacks stay alive and can he win some of these
What
important
the
battles
fuck?
that he's forced to fight. It's a good flash over in A main. Make sure that he could win. I think it was Mind Freak who had TP'd up onto that ledge. This right here, that's the key moment in this round. That gives so much more opportunity for T1. It gives them an extra angle. It gives them the
Kelihatan
utility they need.
kaki anjing dari main
Make
freak.
sure that they can convert this, and they do nicely. Very well thought out.
Last round of the half now.
Map defend bang.
2 regions,
Oh.
3 half armors here for the side of Prx. Still a pesky operator.
OP ya.
Try to deal with.
T1 menang nih karena aduh.
Taken.
Wih anjing. T1 menang nih karena ada Viper di B-nya. B-nya susah sekali masuk, cuma dari Heaven
Not
doang.
what they wanted. Shows
Nah masuk akal anjing.
They're gonna look to pivot across towards that A site.
Look at this setup on A.
What the fuck is that smoke?
High-low setup. Senin and Buzz. Very unorthodox. Have the toxic screen in front of that as well. I like the Prx working the map a little bit and showing some different looks, using some of their utility to try to self.
Anjay, off angle-nya anjing sekali.
Okay, now they're not going to hold that anymore. That's just to maybe clear utility or clear a Jing entry.
Smoke cycled here. Buzz positions, gets himself set up here in front of sight. Roach, however, gets ready to come through at the ramp. Orb getting grabbed, Seekers at the ready. Gonna be sent out. It's Jake now going for the blast pack entry. Spots one up over the top. Izu gonna be taken down by Buzz.
Nice, something.
But something peeks out from heaven.
Kena blind ni there.
Unawares.
Mati something.
3v4.
Okay.
Silver tries to go for the shots, tries to
Okay.
get the kill, but cannot make it happen. Something falls to 5.
Kelihatan main freak. Anjing main freak.
Down to Stacks and
Anjing.
find the
Per
first
second.
Player standing.
giving his teammate here a chance. His heel just now getting pushed out across onto something.
Aduh, Meteor pasti cek angle ini anjing.
Begin,
Oke.
double
Nice.
take. Meteor not quite expecting him to be there. He will fall something with a huge round.
Switching
Makes it a
sides.
7-5 scoreline at the half.
That's
Bapak
really
dia sen
interesting.
siapa nih?
is that
Sen
good enough
something anjing.
for T1 on their defender side? You know, certainly with the double duelist, it can be a little bit shakier.
Kayak map ini sih susah sih
Because your
attacking
information
jujur.
game and some of your stall isn't quite as strong. But the way Prx is shooting right now might not matter. That being said, T1 is firing right back. I mean, everybody looks good right now. This whole first half was phenomenal.
Yeah.
To say the least. I think we have another OT on split banger coming up.
Half time. Ini
Why not?
udah live gak sih?
Do it.
Kau cepatin dulu.
I don't have anywhere to be. I don't have internet talk going.
Yeah, it's real.
No, it's all
Oh,
good.
udah mentok ah.
I think everybody here, you know, no matter which side of the fandom you're on, if you're on either of them, likely feeling,
Jason, wake the fuck up, bro.
but also entertained.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Prx game without tons of stress.
Very true. 7-5 here at the half. T1 shifting over to
Kalau
the attack.
menang nih
People
Calvin dapat
Rex
1000
double
VP
doors
nih.
for the defense. Critically have that stage. We saw how much of a pain it was for them trying to fight against it. Once
Calvin
Divide
dapat
was able to
1000
get into the
VP nih.
sides.
By the way, is Divide trying to take over the mullet game? Since Forsaken cut his, Device was getting a little long in the backside there. I appreciate it. As a hockey fan, gotta respect the mullets. All right, pistol round, very, very crucial for both of these teams. You know, if you could get this attack side pistol for T1, just like Prx was able to do, you'd be able to really set yourself apart. But Prx would just be tying it up if you can find the win here. With a frenzy.
Anjing berlima.
Gonna be a bit of a pain point here as Forsaken
Mati tuh Izu tuh.
finally spraying through. There's the
Alah,
pinch
bad
Izu.
pain shell.
Well, they actually come away with the kill.
Good flash. Ah,
Silver's able to capitalize on the kill.
tumbang semuanya.
Forsaken's dead, and I don't know what the hell is happening.
Madness.
Push forward should be an easy one there.
Mundur pai,
Able to
mundur
find
pai,
that.
jangan spam pai.
Pops the heal onto himself. Spike now planted. Stacks into the corner, sending out the
Udah
trail.
gila kali ini orang.
Trying to get ahead of it, but gets dazed, and it makes for all the easier of a kill there for Izu.
Anjing klasiknya
Something
bapak
down
dia.
to 22.
Like that from Sylvan. Don't overcome.
Pam, tengah-tengah.
Have to be
Dar.
absolutely immaculate shots. Maybe a wall bang to start there if you could suss it out. Izu's behind the screen. Way just
Mati
gonna
dah.
be the slow drop down. And Sylvan with the finisher at range. T1 will find another pistol round victory
Aduh, bad
Move up to
granat
8.
anjing.
to start off the half.
Bad granat, cok.
Scrappy again, but a timely flash from Stacks. From
Ini harusnya
my
menang
money on this
anjing.
map so far.
Ada blind juga, cuma granatnya rusak anjing.
To bail Izu out there. Izu, I thought for a moment might just be dead to the paint shells, but had enough space tucked into the wall that he was able to dodge it. Really smart stuff by Sylvan. Got the dink, knew he was against a sheriff. Didn't overcommit, knew he had the teammates on the other side to help him out.
Oke, something.
Smart play.
Berubah jadi aspas something. Berubah jadi
Marshall
aspas.
for something, a Marshall for Meteor.
They're about to clash
Alamak,
here,
kena
potentially
blind
for
juga.
something.
Habis lah kau.
Flash, and now Peeker's advantage. No, just holding the angle there. Meteor takes him down. Solid start, Forsaken. Marshall in hand for him now as Buzz just desperately saying, I just want the orb. Manages to grab it, backs away.
Very nice start.
Pisau PP baru
Get
ini.
a lot going. Gonna leave the spike down in Ramen.
Aspal bukan bang. Bang bukan
Smoke
aspas.
the Prowler. An exploration.
Aspas sih belum main loh.
Nothing found.
Belum
Gale
sempat
or
nonton
Vent.
Aspas
Got
anjing.
some room to work with in mid. Mindfreak
Udah
trying to
nonton
keep himself in.
siapa?
Just gonna swing out. No.
Si transgender tuh.
Saying,
Oof.
sat there. Oh, now spotted here in male. Divide.
Kok aku lupa ya? Fluorescent. Ah, pas udah main. My BR.
Leaves the B side completely open though.
Yeah, the only player you don't know where they are is Jing. You have an idea though. This plant down is just about avoiding any more damage to this Marshall.
C9 aku tahu. C9 G2 anjing G2 sih kuat sekali sekarang ditambah jago.
Goes for the peak and shot just a hair off.
Drrrt.
Jing now completely and utterly noted. Paint shell going to be sent his way here. He's trying to pressure Sylvan out of this position, but won't be able to do so. One player lost. Anti-Eco goes the way of T1.
Ya. IC ya. IC kemana?
A very interesting round ahead. I think we saw an Outlaw being purchased by Meteor. God, he's so good with this gun. Divide though, that's a good shot. Good shot. Was there. Got an ear piercing off of that shot. Something with the judge. Realize a couple Phantoms, a Bulldog, and a Guardian. So a smorgasbord of weaponry for T1 to try to convert this bonus.
But I mean, Meteor knows the economic game here. He knows that there's going to be so
One-way
many
rugi ending.
because of the previous investments. That's fairly wisely read.
Ah, one-way
It's really
rugi
just about
anjing.
getting into position to put that outlaw to good use.
Sumpah ini kena outlaw meledak anjing.
He's going to set up for a smoke here on mid. Sets that across. Just get noted.
Cepat juga dia lepas
Paranoia
ini.
used. Rendezvous gone. As Stacks getting a little overwhelmed, pushing out, maybe thinking he's going to just catch one player off guard, but Jing is there. Sky now on the floor.
Well, that might have been enough to at least keep a couple off of A.
It's something in position now.
Yeah.
Do they expect this at all?
Yeah, are you going to use the bot or the Paranoia to clear this?
No,
Right now,
dry
the
pick.
push up.
Timing.
Buzz. Looks like the answer's going to be no. And
Oh, nice,
nearly
nice,
leads
nice.
to kill.
Nice
Two
damage,
foul.
nice damage.
Two does manage to go ahead and pick that
Nice,
one.
nice, nice, nice.
Jumps up over the top of the wall, takes down Meteor. Plant now coming through, but
Jangan mati
much more
kena
pressure
Sylvan
here on
sih.
Sylvan's shoulders.
Please.
Try to get them back into this round. Paranoia
Aduh,
gonna be sent
trolling
across
bangsat.
onto Jing. Jumps up on top of the box. Wrap around still slowly and steadily coming through from Mind Freak. For now, 2v3.
Tunggu Jing, Jing.
Doable,
Sabar
actually,
nih.
if they can get this lurking player.
Sylvan right now is not watching for Mind Freak at all in this position, but he snaps over and finds him.
1 HP, 1 HP.
Able to flush him out, mitigating the rest of the damage dealt. Now it is all just on Izu. Opens up.
Okay, nice.
Doesn't quite know where Devi's going to swing in from, so two players surviving. Prx. They stop T1 from getting a bonus conversion. Bring it back to 3 rounds separating.
A few little
Belum wah.
kind of interesting decisions from
Aspas
T1
belum
there.
keluar, wah.
Stax's solo push up mid top was, you know what, it's the bonus, so
It was a thing.
it's a thing.
Leviathan yang udah kemarin.
Sylvan playing pretty well.
Leviathan yang
The
udah.
Omen on this map. Meteor also tried to make a solo push up mid and paid the price.
Anjing, masih kalah lo main Freak lo.
Casual readjust from Sylvan.
Main Freak masih kalah lo.
Quite good. He's at his best. Right now on this map, 13 and 9. Certainly performing very, very well.
Duh, kenapa makan
And
arrow smoke
take
gitu ya?
control of Garage with Meteor.
Rugi terus
Oh,
ini.
this is so annoying.
TP.
Yep.
Couldn't even TP out.
The annoyance confirmed. Meteor immediately shut down. As if Mind Freak, just quick little jiggle. There's a tap. Something trying to hold here in mid. Someone on the opposite side, backpedaling. Gets himself into the corner.
The fuck
As
something.
the pressure needs to be pushed. Divide.
What the fuck something.
Morbid. Kill comes in. Res is not available. Still 2 charges off. There is Divide. So something just out of the equation for now.
Essentially a 1-for-1. Bad at all. Oh, Divide.
Challenging
Fine.
in for more.
Anjing!
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 And then some! Just absolutely massacres them. And for the sake of the economy, honestly, could just go ahead and...
Uncle!
But now, with the round win, looking...
Ah, kalah
Here.
angle.
Looks like he will just go ahead and save this for the time being. Forsaken tries to go for the kill, but
Bukan Sen kah
he's
itu?
basically set him up
Sen
for it.
lawan 100 Thieves ya.
He's down to 11.
MIBR aku nggak tahu.
Swoops out towards their spawn,
It's Uncle Dapai.
continuing to fight back.
I mean, 3 players there. And Divide just able to take them all down. 17 and 9. Like Mika said, the battle sage showing up. It's a great shot by Stacks. Oh my Dude.
Anjing.
God, Divide. It's just, that might be one of those moments, like so many times in the history of this team, that we look back on and say, Divide
Time out.
turned the game around.
Eh, iya, wag kena bantay.
Big multi-kills.
MIB around 100 tips kena bantay.
T1 gonna take their first time out. Try to see if they can find a way through. I mean, I think some of the spreading of the map that they're doing here, trying to take these isolated duels.
Oh, no.
I get it, you have a chamber with
Oh
Meteor.
iya,
Fine.
MIBR.
The rest of it,
Sentinel menang lawan 100
you've
tips.
got double duelist out there. You've got a little bit of kind of extra oomph. Try to put it to good use. You got that Viper to give you a little bit more space control. Try to put some pressure on A. Try to use that Viper's toxic screen to get heaven control, some sight control. Rely on Meteor.
Liquid,
Kind of be that
Carmine,
lurker. Make sure the
Vitality,
dodge
anjing
there sort of
Vitality si OP oh.
somewhat dealt with.
Aduh,
That wall's
Fanatic.
gonna be annoying no matter
Fanatic
what.
go to sleep.
But something
Kok belum
gonna
ya?
have an outlaw of his own.
MX
Full
sama
armors.
tim Heretics ya.
This is gonna be like, this is intriguing to me.
Meteor,
Kick off
Oh, wait,
eliminate
the
ya.
tour de force.
the headhunter, so might have too much.
Tak tahu.
Second off that kill.
It's a showstopper too.
Udah merhatiin dong rule sarang lo. Rule sarang beda-beda anjing.
They're good to scatter into the site quickly here.
Pemisahan poin pun beda-beda semua.
On the hunt. It's the spot out. 2 bullets having to be committed to that as Jing will get shot in the leg. He out over towards the sewer. Now Showstopper up over the top.
Anjing orang.
KHUSUS destroyed.
Aduh,
Plants
nge-whiff.
feet, looks for the kill, but Buzz at range. Will be able to find one, but there's the res divide. Brings the raise back into the
Oi, nge-lag.
Looks to punish all-
Oi!
Looks for the second.
Streaming nge-lag.
Headshot kill, but Jing is taken down.
Stacks.
Now. Last one standing. Spots him out, but he doesn't know. Hasn't confirmed something's position, I don't believe. Should know now. Avoids the
Alamak,
paranoia.
Sam.
Something does know.
What
It
the
does not matter.
fuck?
Hounds him down, shorty in hand.
What the
They just
fuck?
delay a little bit to make sure they can scoop up whatever weapons. And
Wah.
Prx with the defuse.
Main
And now
Jet tuh
there's
kayak
one
gitu,
orbital
Pin.
tying us up.
What
I mean,
the
I like
fuck?
the idea out of the timeout. Much more from
Kima,
T1.
streaming nge-lag kan?
Sylvan,
Tuh,
big
dipotong
stinger
anjing.
kills, but long-range weaponry so valuable there. Sylvan left trying to figure out exactly where the next opponent is going to be coming from. Oh my god,
Ini baru something.
Flash is all you need to track him down.
crazy.
Meteor.
Gue sih emang skill issue
Trying
aja.
to get a punish here off this peak. Something seems like he might go for it. Trailblazer leading the way. And oh, he does end up getting headshot. Heals can come through.
Meledak kepala tuh.
We'll just be armorless. Saken.
Semua mati kau perhatikan, jangan loncat lagi.
Wider angle. Misses the flick. Something, however, does not. Jing will get traded at the same time. Zizu finds some top box there at ramp.
Ini aku yang nge-lag apa sih?
A lot of contact over here at A. You haven't made too much noise other than clearing the wall.
Smoke dissipating. Something is just out in the open. Completely caught off guard.
Bye-bye.
Ball gets the spot. Showstopper flies straight and true. And that's Forsaken taken down at Divide. Tries to get himself out on the Raptors, looking for a timing. Will be good to find one, but Mind Freak now on is lonesome.
Main Freak, all you.
Done here.
It's your time to shine.
Fake on the TP, Paranoia in towards elbow. She's out just trying to bait anybody to go for this peak, but T1 right now playing wisely, playing patiently. Not wanting to give over any inches here.
Stacks
Down to the corner. Mind Freak
Let's go,
finds
Main
the
Freak.
Sylvan there. The bolt let a shot ring out.
It is Mind Freak after all. Have to be so very cautious here. The push forward, the tap onto the spike, down to 45 HP. The time starting to dwindle. Looks for the shot, and Stacks will deny it away. A 3K from the
Tampan
IGL.
dan pemberani.
T1 recovers
Iya.
out and get the double digits.
Yeah, it's
Jibakutai namanya itu.
a little bit
Rela
fortunate.
mati.
Something just overstays his welcome. God, that's a good shot. Then he's just right there.
What
and
the
there's so much
fuck?
of T1. They weren't anticipating that he had stuck around that long.
Tapi Stacks terlalu tajam hari ini.
Easy pickings.
Sumpah.
T1's able to work their way through,
Bener-bener
get
terlalu
that plant
tajam
set
anjing
up for a
orang.
nice crossfire, even though Sylvan almost blows it a little bit. Good patience from Izu and Stacks. Make sure that they don't give anything else away. Flashes coming really off the back of it. This time they're going to leave Izu over on A with the toxic screen to try to keep those members occupied. Meteor taking a little bit of garage control again with the op. Be careful about mid. Don't really have too much info about that part of the map.
1996 di Sky sih gila sih.
That operator. Have the Seekers for Forsaken.
Jujur gila sekali.
Brainstorm to back up something's op. He's clear on the B site right now. So far though, Spike in Sylvan's hands. Seekers confirm the presence of a few players.
Iya.
Wifi
Wifi ku tak kuat nggak?
Sent from that side of the map, but they just instantly get cleared out from Mind Freak, so it's not much going to be gained there from Stacks.
Tertipu.
Pushing up, but
Tertipu.
there to be able to spot out Jing. Mike, amount of damage taken. Looking for a bit of a timing here, and he strikes.
Oh, nice shot, Pai.
From behind, able to find two.
Nice shot, Davai.
Meteor. Davai with that third and final.
Anjing, Pai, nengok belakang, Pai.
For the fourth and final.
Anjing, ini orang tajam bodoh.
Stacks does manage to find that kill. Now he's going to try to hightail it over towards the A site, but Mind Freak already matching.
Kena.
Paranoia sent, not quite. Oh, nope, does connect.
Aduh, takut pula.
And with 14 seconds remaining, Stacks doubles back in towards heaven, needing to win the
Aduh,
fight.
ini orang terlalu tajam, anjing.
He's going to be able to make it happen. Something encroaching on the position. He's going to have to just try to plant his feet. It's around the corner. Just enough time.
Udah sendiri tak kuat si kacau.
Something has the knives. He can pop.
Something.
Stacks cheating closer.
Anjing, dapat angle ini.
Here's the trap.
Anjing.
And immediately turns back.
Aduh,
The
Mind
4K
Freak.
into the clutch.
Mind Freak.
Stacks bails them out of a devastating round to the hand of Divide.
That is classic Stacks. The IGL, the veteran, one of the most decorated players in Pacific.
Mind Freak kalah, bah.
When you need someone to come through, it's just a fist pump. Woo.
Time out.
Oh my.
Hard stopper.
Yes. That was masterful from Stacks. I mean, I thought he did a great job over on the A side, buying a ton of attention. He bought an extra player to come over towards him. But there's that judge there that ruined things at the top of B Tower.
Fuck, 1000 PP aku.
And so just a great follow-through setup for Prx. They had a great idea in that round. Okay, well,
Kau berdoa dulu padahal Tuhan-Tuhan
overcommit
tuh.
to the Sky Utility, even
Kau
if
doa
it is a
semua
big
agama
judge
dulu.
there to shut
Udah
it
comeback
down.
nih. Jadi
Works a treat
13-11.
to Stacks
Tapi
survive.
sekarang mereka nggak ada
Finds a
duit,
big
Pin.
kill on Divide.
Jadi sepertinya udah fix
Grabs the spike,
8-12.
then wins it. A battle against Mind Freak when he had to win it at that exact moment, so he had enough time to get to safety to get the plant. Crazy.
Unreal.
Mind Freak nggak pede anjing. Mind Freaknya nggak pede. Nah, lihat. Kalau lihat buy-nya Prx, half armor.
Knocking down this economy from Prx. They force out that final timeout. Let's see what they have up their sleeve. Tour de force is going to be popped here from Meteor. The slow break
Alamak,
forward.
pintarnya
Eyes on Sewer
Meteor.
from something, and he's seen enough. The headshot to the box. Meteor destroyed. Buzz looking for the entry. Paint shells out around the corner. Flushes out. Mind Freak looks for a bit more. Catches a kill on the Jing. Paint shells once again built up. Just clear that right side pillar. Flash
Nice,
fly
Pai.
forward. Divide.
Dapai!
Everybody
Cukup.
completely lined up. It's now just Izu. Try to pull off a clutch of his own. Spike has been recovered. Time is on his side.
Astaga, harus aku ajarin biar pede.
Up to match point. Similar play, similar
Anjing,
strat.
kena flank gak?
Cross.
Kom gak?
Just try to wrap around
Kom gak nih?
behind in towards heaven. Does he take the vent?
Forsaken harus menang.
There's gonna be eyes.
Nice!
And he cannot find the first. Forsaken will put him down.
Gue gak lagi aku
Rounds
FF.
out for Prx. 2 more to go.
Oh, menang anjing!
Back under control.
Yeah, it's been pretty shocking. Meteor. Oh, the
Oh.
footstep out, the jiggle.
Ini nice
gave it
shot
away.
sih.
What a shot from something. The Meteor's been losing a lot of these 1v1s that you need him to be winning as the chamber.
Victorian crime from Meteor just shows a little bit too much leg.
Prx. Prx. Oke. Bayi-bayinya T1 jelek, bayinya T1 jelek.
By a little bit scuffed for T1. Stinger and a Judge. Couple Guardians though, so once again.
Who?
What are you doing, Sylvan?
Just going for the TP play, not realizing, not reading that he was in possession of something. Just Goomba stops Buzz out of oblivion. Might pick up over the top, Divide once again delivering.
Please.
Finds Stacks and Izu.
Please. Kalian nggak bisa kalah ini.
Bat and I finds himself in a 1v2, but this time he's pinned into a corner.
Oke.
For the pit, will just simply end up dying.
Oke.
But Prx now in control, the economy from T1 broken down.
Ekonomi rusak.
One round separating these two teams.
Curious, we have one more timeout from T1 still available. Maybe the moment. Sylvan there just trying to go on a
Sumpah,
timing,
something
but
si
everybody
anjing
else was so
Halio.
far behind. If there was any player back in screens, you're screwed. That's exactly what happened. Not sure if something got stalled on the execute. A little bit more than they anticipated. It was a set play for sure. Stack's now back over trying to buy some attention on the other side of the
Ulti.
map. Four-man push with this weaker
Ulti
buy.
bus.
Stacks is the one with a Judge this time.
Izu ulti juga.
Putting in Buzz's hands, who's so close to that showstopper.
Izu juga ulti anjing. Bisa menang sumpah.
There has been no conditioning
One
for
way.
somebody to be playing
Nggak
just
dapat.
outside a garage here.
No.
Ini kalau
This
mereka
is
dapat side sih
something
menang oh. Senjata bodoh gitu.
Mindfreak's just gonna try to bait this as best as he can.
Nah, blind, Jing harus dodge.
Either way, showstopper goes out, Buzz does not
Oke,
look
nice shot
back,
Jing.
and that costs him dearly. Jing finds the kill, paint shell.
Mati tuh. Alah, TP bah.
Meteor forced to take that rendezvous out towards safety. Little heals they can offer up, get pushed across.
To stall this pause, bought them just a little bit of extra.
Prx.
Mindfreak is just holding
Dingin
the
na.
back corner.
Another smoke cycled out here onto the site. Two players nearby with Forsaken getting ready to join in.
Oke, nice.
Immediately nullified. Sylvan does well to find the shot there on the Mindfreak with the buy.
We got Davai.
Send a T1 to hell. 2 kills for him. Forsaken has the last. And we are tied up 11 to 11.
What a comeback here for Prx. Looked like maybe T1 was just good enough.
We got Prx, brother.
Best clutches you'll see.
Anjing, untung Mindfreak bunuh isunya anjing.
Back in it with some trickery.
Sumpah ini untung dapat sekali, beneran dapat anjing Pepper.
So patient, just waiting. They thought they had just enough room to get that pit through. They were dead wrong, and that's a huge
Timeout.
wasted for T1.
Timeout.
Two of them.
Final couple rounds, yeah. Dude.
Showstopper nullified into the pit. Gone. Last time out, unless we get to OT. As both teams are now neck and neck. And this map, this split is certainly culminating into what we had anticipated from this series overall.
Oh, for sure. As good as it gets. Everything you could have hoped for and more. 3 maps, the final one.
Let's go, Ale. Semangatin, Ale.
Gotta find a way to break through. The pace has been picked up a little bit.
1000 VP nih guys.
Playing into Prx's favor a little bit. They've been able to cut down a lot of these.
Yang mau absen, ini ada 5 yang nonton. Nah, absen dulu ya, biar aku tahu nama kalian ya. Prx menang, kita spin the wheel. Cuma 1 orang yang dapat. Ketik 1 jika Anda ingin memenangkan 1000 VP. Jangan ketik Prx. Ketik Prx jika Anda ingin memenangkannya. Aku 2 orang kontol. Ketik Prx jika Anda ingin memenangkan 1000 Valorant point. Langsung muncul ya Pis. Ini di skip ya. Gak bisa lah.
Hear the judge,
Ini
see the
dapat
wall, you
lah.
should be able to put 1 and 2 together. That
Aku dapat
something on the
9.000,
opposite side of this
bang. Bangkrut kami.
Certainly hope so.
thing. See if they can or not.
Peprek, it's A, it's A.
Have any more of Stax' util other than the Seekers?
Seekers go through, will have to be cleared out.
Oh
Buzz
shit, holy shit.
bouncing across over towards ramp, something quick with the exit. It's a tailwind out. Rotations
Alah,
now
mati ni
coming
Draven
through.
nih.
Buzz not sticking around, not gonna
Oh
try to
my
find a catch, but
God.
Meteor does, and Forsaken ends up on the floor. As he's available from Devi if he can get over to that court. So Buzz is gonna
What the
try
fuck,
to
Jing?
position, but Meteor
What the fuck?
spray down into elbow. Jing
What the
something-
fuck?
The res now coming through.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Last time he
What the
used it,
fuck?
Forsaken, they were immediately able to find some value, but this time they are at a disadvantage. Spike planted Izu here in the corner, holding with that judge in hand.
What the fuck?
Screen Forsaken,
What the fuck,
looking
Jing?
for
Why you flying like that?
Izu.
Ah, the shotgun
Holding
lagi.
the corner, finding one, swap for the classic. Mind Freak gets a little bit lost, turns
Oh,
back
oh, oh,
around,
oh,
hits the 5-3.
Ace,
Meteor
anjing.
finds 5, the ace to get T1 up to match point.
Match point.
Finally, you needed Meteor to step up, and he does in a big way when the pressure is at its highest, and he's got a tour de force. Gonna buy up to the rifle, but maybe not. My word, Meteor.
Lihat Jing anjing, what the
blast
fuck?
pack out, the attempted swing on the back of that, the combo from the duelist for Paper Rex, not good enough. And Meteor is massive. Oh boy. Vibes are good, but dueling operators, one through the ultimate for Meteor, Stinger
Kritis.
to back it up, a Bucky
Terus
for
kalau Peprek
Forsaken to
kalah,
make sure that they could get a buy for everybody else.
terus kalau kalah Peprek lawan Boom. Iya,
There's no trickery here.
ketemu Boom mereka.
T1 is just going to square up on A. Not giving them anything. They know they can't let that tour de force.
Good
do
blind,
any
good blind,
damage.
good blind.
Flash said not going to be confirming too much here for them.
Duh, something punya OP tak dapat apa-apa, cok.
Quick repeat here with that tour de force, but everybody on the side of Paper X stagnant, not looking to peak, not looking to give over any information.
masuk.
But T1 now starts upping the ante.
Aduh, tak dapat
On the
apa-apa,
raptor,
anjing.
Take it down, Buzz with the kill. Meteor doesn't get eliminated. Divide.
Pai, all you, Pai.
Continuing to deliver where possible.
Pai,
Drops
apain, Pai?
got multiple, and Izu will be able to call him. Forsaken finds one with the Bucky, but now it is all down to Mind Freak and something. The operator still in hand. The majority of the weapons here on the floor, an armory and elbow.
Oh, there's a shorty behind this.
Can he find the shot? Drifts down. Nothing spotted. Paranoia.
Good blind! Good fucking blind! Semuanya blind!
Push up. Take forward space. They check out on the corners. Izu lingering here within the poison orb. The time is just really not there. They need to get going. They need to get going right now. Mind Freak is able to find one stack.
Oh, please, please!
He's now.
Anjing!
And he gets the Red Bull clutch. 13-11. T1 get it done. The first time ever. They take out Paper Rex and they stay in the upper bracket.
They have exercised their demons, and the Korean super team is living up to expectations here in Pacific. A tremendous back and forth across 3 different maps. And Buzz gives a kiss to the sky and says thank you for this one. Finally T1 has done it.
Izuki on top.
I was shaking at the end of that. That was crazy.
Anjing, dapat 2 loh padahal loh.
Unbelievable.
Anjing.
Out this set. The only thing that we missed was the overtime that we would be able to get there. But T1 had other ideas.
Clap for
What an
T1.
incredible performance.
Bye-bye, 1000 VP, bye-bye.
For Paper Rex.
Nggak ada yang dapat, kalah soalnya. Bye-bye.
It's gonna be a 2-0, an absolute blowout. But
Next
in the
match.
end, very
Pokoknya
solid.
setiap kali PPRX main kita 1000 VP.
Still keeping themselves
Mark
afloat,
my
still
fucking word.
looking strong.
Tiap
We're
kali
gonna get
PPRX
right
main,
here.
PPRX
One of
win
our
1000
winners
VP.
on stage with the
Buat
champion
orang-orang yang
for the
beruntung.
interview here. I'll get ready to send it
T1
over.
menang give
One
bundle
big
Exongan
game
bang, kau diam.
and 6
Kau diam.
action-packed maps of
Kita
Valorant
tim
here today
PPRX.
between TRX and Nongshim to start. And then these two squads, T1 and Prx, and who knows, maybe
네,
they'll be
T1은
facing
Sedih aku khawatir. Fuck lah VP ku.
예예예 일로 와주세요. 네, T1's first win against
Prx turun ke no, Prx ketemu siapa ya?
For a post-match interview, there you go. 먼저 숨 참으면서 봤거든요. 함께 숨을 쉬어볼까요?
네, 저도 지금
Nongshim. Oh, Prx tim secret lah.
다행이네요. 네.
Now I give him time to
Prx
catch
lawan
the
tim
breath
secret.
because we were all holding our
Enggak
breath.
ketemu
What a
Boom.
breathtaking
Nongshim
match.
ketemu Boom.
Now T1's first win against Prx. How great does that feel? I mean, I saw Autumn smiling, Carpe and Izu high-fiving all the time. So talk to me about how great this feels. 이주 선수도
Motherfucker,
선수도
Bass.
그렇고, 버즈 선수도 막 이렇게
Bass too fucking hot.
세리머니 하고 어떤 감독님도 진짜 안아주시더라고요. 오늘 페이퍼렉스전 승리 기분이 어떤가요?
일단은 페이퍼릭스가 가장 큰 벽이라고 생각했어가지고 일단 이겨서 너무 기쁘고요. 일단 T1 구단 역사상 페이퍼릭스를 이긴 적이 없더라고요. 다 0대2로 졌더라고요. 근데 저희가 이제 다시 백투백으로 2대0 승리를 가져오게 돼서 더 의미 깊은 것 같습니다. 2대1입니다. 네. 2대1이요. 2대1.
Honestly, it's so great finally to be able to get that first win for T1 Org against Prx. I mean, historically, we lost to them 2-0, and Buzz kind of confused how today's game went down, and he said, oh, we 2-0'd them as a revenge, but then they let him know that it was 2-1. But, you know, great game indeed, and honestly, it means a lot for the team because T1 thought Prx would be the highest mountain to climb for them this kickoff and also this upcoming season, so it definitely feels great. 그리고 보니까 경기력이 확실히 첫 번째 경기보다 좋아진 것 같았거든요. 어떤 피드백이 있었는지 그리고 첫 경기에 비해서 어떤 부분들이 고쳐졌는지 말씀 부탁드리도록 할게요. And it looks like everyone's performing way better compared to the Boom game. So what do you think changed? What were the feedbacks?
일단은 퍼시픽에서 저희가 첫 경기였어가지고 조금 준비가 잘 안 됐던 것 같고 뭐 긴장한 선수들도 있었던 것 같고 그리고 저희가 플레이적으로도 저희가 스크림 때랑 다르게 놓치고 있었던 부분들도 있어가지고 그런 것도 잘 얘기해가지고 이번 경기에 나섰더니 결과가 잘 나온 것 같습니다.
Well, I guess it was our first day back in the Boom series, so you know, stage jitters for some of the players, and also I don't think we were as well prepped as we were today. And there were we were able to spot some holes in our plays, some things that we didn't do in scrims, so we were able to tighten things up with the extra day that we had, and I'm pretty satisfied with how today went down. Now, Buzz, tell me about what it's like to play for T1. I mean, you have Stacks from DRX playing together again, Meteor from Genji, Izu, Carpe, and Sylvan. So, you know, mixture of different Korean team cultures and styles. So, what is it like playing for T1? T1에 이제 합류하게 되면서 스택스 선수와 다시 만나게 됐고 메테오 선수는 젠지에서 왔고 카르페 선수, 이주 선수도 있고 실반 선수까지 함께하게 됐잖아요. 좀 스타일이 다른 한국 팀들의 집합체라고 볼 수도 있는데 T1 좀 어떤 분위기고 또 스타일은 어떤지 궁금합니다.
일단은 굉장히 잘하는 선수들 5명이 모여가지고
cepatnya orang Korea ngomong
기대가
anjing.
크신 건 아는데 저희가 그 5명이 너무 다 잘하는 만큼 또 이렇게 하나로 뭉치기가 좀 많이 힘들었었거든요. 근데 아직도 엄청 하나로 뭉친 것 같은 느낌은 안 드는데 그래도 이렇게 하나하나 이기면서 잘 이겨나가고 있는 것 같습니다.
Well, we had high expectations from the fans because we have 5 talented players, and it was definitely not an easy task to get everyone on the same page. And we still do need to work on the team chemistry, you know, playing as one unit and playing as one team. But I think winning these matches one by one, that will definitely help us along the way. And someday we'll get the teamwork nailed down. Now, I want to ask you about the double duelist comp that you guys are running because Izu takes over the race and you get the neon when you guys are opting for that double duelist. So how did you guys split the roles and how, you know, did you guys decide who plays what?
Tapi Bass terlalu panas sih. Bass too fucking good.
버즈 선수가 네온 선수를 하게 됐잖아요. 어떤 식으로 분배했는지도 들어보고 싶네요.
일단은 뭐 간단하게 이주 선수는 뭐 그 전에도 그렇고 뭐 챌린저스에 있을 때도 그렇고 듀얼리스트를 한 경험이 있고 또 레이즈는 어느 정도 작년에도 그렇고 검증이 돼 있었고 저는 이제 그래도 네온에 대한 경험이 있었어가지고 그렇게 해서 뭐 쉽게 결정하게 됐습니다.
it wasn't a hard decision because honestly, Izu has plenty of experience and also proved himself last year playing that duelist role. And for me, I have more experience on that Neon. So, you know, it was an easy task for us to decide who gets to play what. Now, lastly, you mentioned Prx was your highest mountain to climb. You got that done. So, you know, predictions for the kickoff. Who's going to Masters Bangkok? 일단 가장 큰 벽이 페이퍼렉스라고 얘기를 했는데 넘었잖아요. 그럼 이제 킥오프 방콕 누가 가게 될까요?
T1하고 제가 보기엔 페이퍼렉스가 다시 올라오지 않을까.
아 그래요?
네.
그렇게 둘이?
네.
I think in the grand finals and eventually T1 and Prx will make it to Masters Bangkok. Well, thank you very much, Buzz, for your insights. And we have the T1 meet and greet for the fans in the venue, so make sure you join them. Chance to get to see this superstar. So good night, everybody. And that's all from us on stage. 이제 T1의 팬미팅도 1층에서 준비가 되어 있으니까요. 버즈 선수와 함께 T1의 슈퍼스타들 만나보시고요. 팬미팅 하러 가시죠.
갑시다.
네,
바이바이.
갑시다. 감사합니다.
Bye-bye, Prx. We'll see you in lower bracket against Team Secret.
What a map, what a series, what a match to end the
What a
first
fucking
week
match.
of VCT Pacific kickoff. We saw just how good at all of these players are. I mean, there's nothing else, there's no way else to describe it just because we saw so many amazing moments and also the best of the best coming out of each of these players. Stacks, the clutch machine coming at it again, and so many amazing W gaming moments.
Absolutely, yeah. If this is going to be a grand final prelude, then we are in for a treat, especially if Buzz is right and both of these teams head over to Masters Bangkok. That is going to be VCT Pacific well represented, to say the least. I think this match really delivered. Stacks, even Divide, he had his moments where he was really stepping up for Prx. I really felt like there was some individual players that were really going the extra mile for their teams here, as well as some good macro plays. But as always, again, when Prx is playing, it gets very, very messy. And T1, they were able to just
main dulu sa mga Calvin, mga Hari to.
I mean, you saw Stacks' clutch, you saw some big plays from Meteor, and then Izu as well, really impressive to see him rounded out because he played 3 different roles across the series on 3 different maps. He's just so diverse as a player.
Yeah, incredibly flexible. He looks to be fitting into this team really nicely.
Lusu kena main Prx kalah. Anjing
We got all 3 maps. It went
kalah pula dia.
which is exactly what we want to see when these two Goliaths go at each other.
Tapi seru, gamenya seru. Sampai game 3 loh bayangin.
Well played by both teams.
Sampai
Honestly,
game
this
3
one
loh
could have gone
bayangin.
either way, and I think T1
Lu
just
bakal
edged it
bayangin
with a couple of those
Pix.
really big clutch moments, and it feels like for me they grabbed victory from the
T1 si OP loh, OP
Now
sekali
you
loh.
see with the pressure that we have to live up to as talents, you suddenly hype something up and it's
Absolutely.
like, oh no, what if it doesn't live up? But this definitely does, and it always does when it's Prx versus T1,
It's
right?
Prx.
I feel like this is the T1 roster that really can live up to that legacy and that name. They certainly look it, especially
Gacor si
with,
T1.
you know, again, I'm gonna echo Paperthin here. The super team.
Gacor
We're
si
gonna
T1.
get back on the T1 hype train here, Pilski.
You gonna apologize?
I mean, I'm willing to apologize. I'm sorry for my fraud.
Halo guys, malaman lagi ya berstream ya. Saya mau edit video dulu. Oke. Bye guys, thank you. Bye bye.